What up? Oh my goodness. What's up? Hi. Oh damn, this fucking sweatshirt doesn't have any strings. Well, that seems silly. Hi. Turn it up. Hi. What's up? Just to tuck it in. I'm about to take the hood off because I thought I had strings, but it doesn't. So I'm about to just take it off. What's up? So biker boys today. Biker boys, I need to wash my hair is what I really need to do. That's what I'm probably going to do after this. Hi. Oh, you're washing your hair? You're washing your hair today, Remy? Can you guys, oh no, you guys can't see. I bought a plant. Man, I killed that thing. I murdered it. You guys can't see it. I'm not going to show it to you. Because it was a 187 on this poor plant. I just started 1 minute ago. I just started. How long have we been on live? I literally just started. I'm not late. I'm not late. No, we didn't do Bring It On. I said I was going to do Biker Boys first. We didn't do Bring It On. I don't think Biker Boys used to be on Netflix, but I don't think it's on there anymore. Right, I'm right on time. Yeah, I'm right on time today. Which is good because I normally am late, but I'm right on time today. Oh, you just got home? Were you at work? Hi, Richie. Hi, Jelly Bean. I have donuts today and coffee because I have had a taste for a chocolate cake donut for the longest time. But every single time I try to go and get one from like 7-Eleven, because I want the one from 7-Eleven specifically, they never have it. So I'm like, did they stop fucking making them? Did they like no longer sell those at 7-Eleven? Like, what is going on? Hi. Hi, Ebony. Happy Sunday. Hi, Jennifer. I am a plant killer. It's true. I've got a couple plants that I've managed to keep alive. And I have some 7-Eleven coffee here too, which I know people be like, ew, 7-Eleven coffee. I'm not super picky about coffee. It just has to have caffeine in it. As long as it's good and caffeinated, I'll drink it. I'll drink like gas station coffee, all kind of stuff. I really don't care. Hi, Clarissa. Where do I get my donuts? Normally from Krispy Kreme or 7-Eleven. But when I want like a chocolate cake donut, I want the ones from 7-Eleven. Hi, Yaba. Never see 7-Elevens anymore? Where do you live? They have 7-Elevens everywhere. Maybe not in the Midwest, if you live in the Midwest or something. Yeah, Biker Boys. Maybe not in the Midwest. They don't have it. So let me not say that. Okay, I think I already found a link that works too. I've never had the coffee at Krispy Kreme. I really like the coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. That's like my favorite kind of coffee. No, it's Biker Boys. It's Biker Boys today. Biker Boys. I really like the coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. I used to buy their coffee in the store and make it at home. I really like the coffee at McDonald's. I mean, I like random, coffee shop coffee, restaurant coffee is normally good. Diner coffee is always good. I mean, I got kind of spoiled because, like, the coffee in New York, you can go to, like, number one, in New York, especially in Harlem, there is a Dunkin' Donuts literally on every corner. Let me not talk about I don't know about the east side, but on the west side, there is a Dunkin' Donuts on every corner. So it's nothing to like get some Dunkin'. And my homegirl used to work in Dunkin' Donuts in Washington Heights. So it's like nothing to get Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Or you can go in anywhere. You can go in the bodega, like the corner store, and get a cup of coffee for like 75 cents. You could go to like like the truck on the corner, and get a cup of coffee. I used to like get a cup of coffee every single morning on my way to work from like the truck. They used to park right across the street from the train station. And I would just like get a cup of coffee right there. Or yeah, like run in a diner and get a cup of coffee, go in a restaurant and get a cup of coffee. Other places, I don't know if like New Yorkers just drink a lot of coffee or what, but other places it's like not everywhere sells coffee. I don't know, it's really weird. But so I really like Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I really like McDonald's coffee, and then like coffee shop, coffee, restaurant coffee. I like the coffee at 7-Eleven. I don't like the coffee at Starbucks. I will say that I don't like the coffee at Starbucks. It tastes nasty. Because I drink my coffee black. So if you get a Starbucks coffee that doesn't have a whole bunch of like sugar and cream and milk and mad shit dumped in it, just the taste of their coffee is disgusting. It has a weird aftertaste like chemicals. Hi, Piper. Hi, Jess Nicole. New York coffee is the best. It really is. New York food is the best. It's the same in East Harlem, too. So many Dunkin' Donuts everywhere. Everywhere. In Jersey, all the bodegas sell coffee. You eased up on the caffeine and your eyes not winking anymore. That's true. That's true. Remember, my eye used to like always, I used to be like, y'all, my eye's twitching. Those vendor food trucks usually have the best breakfast food for people on the go. Yeah. How do I feel about the Charm reboot? I'm not interested. I'm not going to watch it. I like the original Charmed. Sorry. I own the whole entire series on fucking DVD. I bought the box set from Circuit City when it was closing down. Who remembers Circuit City? There used to be one in the Bronx. That's where I bought it from. I got it for like $1. I got the whole entire series of Charmed on DVD for like $1 from Circuit City when it was closing down. It looked like the apocalypse had hit in there. Starbucks coffee tastes like racism. Allergic to coffee. Shout out Australia. Woo, Australia. I'm in the Bronx and my block has 2 Dunkin' Donuts 2 blocks apart. Listen, when I tell people, now, I like I said, I can't speak for the rest of New York, but when I tell people there's a Dunkin' Donuts on every single block in Harlem, I'd be like, I'm not exaggerating. I'm being dead serious. When I say there's a Dunkin' Donuts on every block, I really mean it. Like, there's so many Dunkin' Donuts. And no Starbucks anywhere. So when people used to be like, oh, you drink Dunkin' Donuts but not Starbucks, I used to be like, well, number one, there was no Starbucks. Like, there was no Starbucks in my neighborhood. I didn't even know where there was a Starbucks. It wasn't convenient for me to get to Starbucks. But apparently Starbucks is racist anyway. Even though, fun fact, the COO of Starbucks is a black woman, Rosalind Brewer. She used to be the CEO of Sam's Club. Okay. Charm reboot looks boring as fuck. Somebody said... Okay, Roderick brought up Jay and Beyonce's new album. Let's get this out of the way before we even start Biker Boys. We'll start Biker Boys in about 5 minutes. I didn't listen to Jay-Z and Beyonce's new album. I'm not going to be listening to it. Even though Beyonce grew on me, I still don't like her music. I'm really not interested in a joint album between, like, of all the people in the world, like Jay-Z and Beyonce. I saw somebody on Tumblr was like, I kind of wish that this album would have been with Solange instead of Jay-Z. Now, like, a Beyonce-Solange joint album, I might listen to. Like, a Beyonce-Solange acoustic album that they, like, recorded the whole thing in New Orleans or something. You know, like, maybe I could get into that. Like, okay, that might be something, like, kind of cool and interesting to get into. But, like, Jay-Z and Beyonce joint album, I don't think it's all that interesting. The whole On the Run thing, I don't really find to be that interesting. I kind of think Jay-Z and Beyonce together are boring. Jay-Z and Beyonce together, to me, is just like parents. Like your parents. Like your parents. And when I see all their, like, naked pictures and stuff, I'm just like, ew, like, I don't want to see that. It's like thinking about my parents having sex. Like, something about Jay-Z and Beyonce together is like I don't want to say turn off, but like it is. It's like a turn off for me. Like, something about the two of them together, I just don't. Y'all could like keep your home movies, your home videos for yourselves, your home sexy pictures. They can stay in your home. I'm not that all that interested. And I don't really like. I think their music together is kind of boring. Like, I kind of feel like Beyonce is. I think Beyonce is tacky. Sorry, I know you guys don't like that. I think Beyonce is tacky and corny. But I don't say that like in a bad way. Like how your mom is like, oh, I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom. And you're like, okay, mom, you know? And I think that like Jay-Z and Beyonce together, like her tackiness and her corniness like rubs off on him. I think they're more interesting separate. Not saying they need to break up or anything, but just in terms of like their careers, like their music and like their artistry and like their image, whatever, I think they're more interesting separate. I think they need to like keep their careers separate. I don't like what they do together. I think it's boring. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's not for me. Now, it is for a lot of people, but it's not for me. And I don't say that to like, I know it sounds like, I don't really mean it in a bad way. I know it sounds bad, but I don't mean it in a bad way. I really don't. What else? Oop, my stepdad just texted me. Starbucks is so overrated. It tastes like racism. I like Nicki's album cover. Somebody said, how do I feel about Nicki's album cover? I like it. Did I read her Elle magazine interview? No, I didn't read it. How do I feel about the Target baby daddy card? I have no idea what you're talking about. Charm reboot looks boring as fuck. Original Charmed all day. We should vanquish the new one. We should vanquish the new one. Starbucks makes me sick every time I take a sip. Some of the best pizza you could find in Detroit is in liquor stores. The Charm reboot looks trash. I like the OG Charm too. I wasn't going to watch. Once I saw that women of color were going to be the Charm ones, I thought, damn, now I have to check it out. Women of color, especially the black one, are my weakness. I hate the term women of color. I'm going to do a video on that. Hi, Tim. The old one was good. Black woman is the COO of Starbucks. That explains the racial sensitivity training. Listen, I had Starbucks for the first time last year. I was outraged. I ordered a bagel cream cheese. That shit was like $3 and I was underwhelmed. Right, like in New York, I used to like go to the corner store, or even like, let's not even say the corner store, even if we just want to compare like chains. You can go to like Hot and Crusty, which is like a chain, and you can get a cup of coffee for $1 and like a nice hot fresh bagel that they just made that morning for 75 cents. And it's way better than like the $4 shit you can get at fucking Starbucks. They talk about black culture, Kanye and Kim. I liked it a lot. I actually didn't expect to like it that much. I haven't listened to the B&J album. I've been too busy listening to J-Rock's new album. I do want to hear J-Rock's new album. That's another thing. I feel like I really want to get through this Nas album. I do want to hear J-Rock's new album. A lot of people have been requesting a Daytona review. So it's like I have other albums too that I want to listen to way before I listen to like a Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like that's like way down. Like maybe after I get through those other albums, I'll listen to it, but I'm not pressed to listen to it. I'm not in a rush to listen to it. They only made that album because they're on tour. They can't be performing the same concert every year. Oh, you know, Beyonce will perform the same concert every single year, the same choreography every single year, the same costumes every year, and people will love it. I would love to see, and I've been saying this for years, I would love to see Beyonce get like a show in Vegas, because that's like perfect for Beyonce. Like, she's a great entertainer. She could do the same show night after night that people will pay to go see. Like, I don't understand why, like, she really needs to get in. Like, she can make a lot of, I mean, not that she needs any more money, but, like, she can make a lot of money. Like, I would love to see her do a show. Now, I would go see a Beyonce show in Vegas. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Because that shit would be cool. Like, pyrotechnics and, like, all type of shit. Solange isn't doing, Beyonce and Solange would be amazing, but Solange isn't doing that. No, she's not. Which I also want to say that, so also, like, from the visuals that I've seen that Jay-Z and Beyonce have released, The visuals also kind of remind me of Solange's whole A Seat at the Table aesthetic from like 2 years ago. Now, I don't know if Solange was involved or if she, I don't know if she was involved or had any input. So I'm not going to say they bit her, but I do kind of feel like Beyonce and Solange have always done their own thing and been in their own lanes. Don't go swerving in Solange's lane, because now Solange has made her, like Solange made her own lane hot. Like she made her own lane pop. That doesn't mean we all now need to go swerving in her lane. Does that make sense? Beyonce and Solange's harmonies I would have loved. The pictures of Jay-Z and Beyonce are so corny. Jay's much older than B. Solange and Robert Glasper would be good. The Jay-Z and Beyonce pictures are cringe. The internet's trying to say Beyonce's the new queen of rap. Yeah, they said she's rapping on it, which I really don't want to hear. At all. But I'm not a Beyonce fan, and you guys know this. Seren is always calling somebody tacky because a lot of people are tacky, right? Like, it's not my fault. Sorry. When I saw the photos, I was like, ew. I feel you, but the album is actually good. It probably is good. No, it probably is good. I'm not going to say that it's not good. I didn't see Superfly, but my friend saw it and said he walked out an hour in. He didn't even stay to the end. He said it was terrible. I have you on my iPad and my computer, and now there's a weird, cool echo. They about to have a Carter Family album Kids Bop version. I love it so far, especially Jay-Z's verses. I heard all of their songs. I don't like it at all. Why don't you like it? I agree. I feel like they each have to compromise a piece of their artistry to collaborate. Yeah, I don't really like the music that they do together. I feel like they're much more interesting as separate artists, definitely. Hi, Kimberly. Hi. Hi, Black Said What? What's up? Beyonce grew on me later. It still kind of makes me uncomfortable when she be in the trap shit. I'd be like, girl. Oh yeah, happy Father's Day. No, we're not talking. I'm not talking about the original Superfly. I thought you were talking about the remake. Right, Just Nickel. I said the same thing. Just Nickel said, my cousin can't get over Superfly's perm in the remake. She was like, what the fuck is that? Is this film in 2018? I said the same thing. I was like, why does he have a perm? I was like, maybe if he was a drug dealer in the 70s, if it was like still set in the 70s, but if it's supposed to be like a contemporary, like a remake set in 2018, he would not have that bouffant. Like, no, sorry, stop it. I just watched The Incredibles 2 last night. I watched a review before it, and you hit a lot of the themes on the head. You can't even listen to Jay-Z and Beyonce's album because it's on Tidal. Did she? Did she do a Vegas stay? Damn, did I miss it? That's annoying. A residency like Britney Spears. Yes, exactly. Donut. Solange is a huge influence on B. I plan on seeing Incredibles 2 next weekend. I'm mad that B and J dropped something because they're taking attention away from everyone else, especially J-Rock. The video immediately reminded me of Solange. I would love to see Aretha Franklin at Vegas. How can we get the all-time queen of soul and the rest? Can we get this campaign? Yeah. SZA was also giving me some Solange visuals. Listen, when Solange came out with A Seat at the Table, so number one, Solange has always done her own thing. Solange has always had her own artistic vision. She's like always worked with like her friends and the whole Saint Heron thing and the Blood Orange thing. But like A Seat at the Table came out and that shit was hot. And like that shit became like the look, like the aesthetic, like she really like she blew herself up. Like Solange blew herself up. She like made herself hot, made herself popping. And now like everybody's swerving into her lane. Get out Solange's lane. Get out her lane. Sorry, y'all know I love Solange. The perm looks terrible. We did not need a Nicki and Ariana collab, but Nicki is like friends with that girl, so whatever. Hi, Chocolate Chunks. I want Solange to collaborate with Beyonce, Janelle Monáe, Jasmine Sullivan, Missy Elliott, SZA, and Rihanna. Your phone died? A Solange Janelle Monáe collaboration will probably be really, really, really interesting. Now that shit will probably be like 5 million times more interesting than like a Jay-Z Beyonce joint album for me. When I tell you my cousin went in, she held nothing back. 10 minutes of straight jokes. Beyonce can't rap to me. I feel like even though Beyonce is the older sister, she follows Solange and her artistic vision. I think that's true. I feel like they've both said that. That Solange is the older sister and like the beauty queen and stuff. She always felt the pressure to be perfect. So that impacted her artistic vision for a long time. Solange as the younger sister never felt that pressure. She was always able to kind of like speak her mind more and do whatever she wants and do whatever she wants creatively. I don't too much care for this new Beyonce and Jay-Z stuff, but I guess it's cool. Solange directed some of the SZA vids. Sometimes the younger sister is cooler. Sibling, sorry. A Seat at the Table is my album. I love it. A Seat at the Table is Cancer aesthetic. Is she a Cancer? Is Solange Cancer? Hi, Awkwardly Incredible. Solange is like collabing with IKEA. I saw that. My friend sent it to me. I was like, oh, I want some Solange IKEA furniture. Somebody was like, I'm about to have all type of pyramids and spheres in my house. I'm definitely going to get something from that. From 7-Eleven, Brittany. I got it from 7-Eleven. Yeah, Beyonce did Vegas for like a month back in like 2009. Oh yeah, I really missed that. I want Solange and Dej Loaf too. Dirty Computer was underrated. As a Beyonce fan, I feel like Beyonce is lacking vision, so Solange is the closest inspiration to her. The real question is, what does Seren love more, Solange or the Zoom? Hi, Kendrick. I'm about to start Biker Boys. Yeah, and Solange writes some of B's songs. Janelle was just in the Bay. We went to her pop-up screening. My friends and I got to talk to her for a bit. She's cool as shit and very short. Hell yeah, she's a Cancer. Yeah, I'm about to start Biker Boys. Let's do it. Biker Boys. Play. Biker Boys. I'm watching Biker Boys, Savannah. Yeah, Biker Boys. Somebody said this is Jay-Z and Beyonce's third collaboration album. What were the first two? Whoa. Did you guys just hear that? Whoa, my sound turned on my computer. No, thank you. I'm not trying to get that fucking copyright. I love this opening. Watch the Throne was not Jay-Z and Beyonce. That was Jay-Z and Kanye West. On the Run was the album. Magna Carta is a Jay-Z album. Those are not Jay-Z and Beyonce joint albums. Beyonce might have been on them, but they're not joint albums. I love that they use this Most Def song. I feel like this movie, Biker Boys, is really underrated. J and B have never collabed on an entire album. Right. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Like, I saw somebody say Watch the Throne, which is definitely Jay-Z and Kanye West. Definitely. And I wasn't all that impressed by Watch the Throne either. I could like vividly remember sitting in my kitchen, listening to it, like, okay, like Otis and Niggas in Paris, like, yes. But the rest, look at young Terrence Howard. He's just waiting to make an entrance. Was On the Run an album? Was that an album? I thought On the Run was just the tour. Making me want a donut right now, but I'm gonna be good and make myself a green smoothie. Keenan Wayans really put mad people on. Hi, Clay. Ricky Gonzalez, fine ass. Exactly. I'm like, no, B and J have done songs together, but not an entire album. J and B have never collabed on an entire album. What B and J did was the musical version of Marital Therapy Rehab. And we, the audience, got to be the recipients of their overpriced, self-indulgent makeup tour. It just wasn't really needed. Kimberly Frazier, tell us how you really feel. I agree, though. Look at Orlando. How many movies have we watched now with Orlando Jones? Everybody wanted a motorcycle after this movie came out. And then you were like, wait, motorcycles really are dangerous and a lot of people die riding them. I was smoked. Look at Eric LaSalle. This movie had like everybody. Megan Good, Orlando Jones, Derek Luke, Lawrence Fishburne, Eric LaSalle, Terrence Howard, Jaimin Hansu. Underrated movie. Lisa Bonet was in this shit. I don't know of any joint albums. I didn't hear all of Watch the Throne, but I know B was on it. I need a tissue. Do y'all think Pusha T is really gonna continue? What up, kid? With his exposing of Drake. Eric LaSalle was his dad. Can I turn the captions on? I want English, not Danish. Why would I want captions in Danish? Why is Terrence Howard always a villain? He about to kill Eric LaSalle with his extra ass. Do you think Pusha T really is going to continue with his exposing of Drake? He doesn't need to. He did all he needed to do. On the Run was a tour. Only thing I could think of is the On the Run tour collab besides the singles and the songs that they released. On the Run is a song and a tour, just a tour. This movie is underlooked. It came out around the second Fast and the Furious, so Biker Boys got overlooked. Bye, Brittany. If Janelle Monáe and Solange did a collab, I'd pay to see that shit, especially if there were a visual album included. Hi, Quentin. The whole On the Run 2 looks like a disappointment. Hi, Marcus. Somebody did. Oh, look at Megan Good. Damn. Megan Good was like your go-to hot black girl. Like, we need a hot black girl. Somebody call Megan Good on the phone. Are her boobs real? Because if her boobs are real, she has naturally perfect titties. That's amazing. I'm sort of in my path. Her eyebrows were bad, though. That's how you know she's really pretty, because her face still doesn't look bad, even though her eyebrows look bad. And normally, if your eyebrows look like shit, they will throw your whole face off. Beautiful. Even their new video seems lazy to me compared to what they both have done in the past. Right. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Jay-Z and Beyonce, when they like do art together, I don't want to say that it's like lazy, but like I said, just something about it. It doesn't have that same spark as when they're doing, maybe they like rely on each other a little too much. I don't know. I don't really think they push each other artistically. Chime and Hansu, woo! Making good isn't everything. People not gonna mention when Beyonce failed. Everything she does to them is art. Sometimes it's just bland to me. I like B, but yeah, this is definitely an underrated flick. Terrence Howard is a villain in real life. I really like Megan Good's show where she played a cop and it features the world side. It was canceled. That would be Minority Report, which was a great show based off a great movie, one of my favorite movies. Somebody asked me to do a video on my top 10 favorite movies, which I think I'm going to do. They asked for My Black Life on my top 10 favorite movies. It's going to be so hard. We're watching Biker Boyz, Kendall reads. She was the hot girl. Megan Good was the hot girl in everything. I loved her in Waist Deep. Her and Derek Luke are both fine. It was too much. She just got an eyebrow transplant. Yeah, I follow her on Instagram. And she be posting about her eyebrows a lot. It's true about eyebrows. That's why I spend about 5 to 10 minutes on them. Never Pusha beef over an album. I do not agree that Pusha T played himself. He did not play himself in any way, shape, or form. Oh, I did not know Biker Boyz was produced by Gina Prince Bythewood. I didn't know that. I don't think Pusha T played himself at all. I think this was one of the most perfect executions of a beef that I've ever seen in my life, actually. It was like a flawless execution. Flawless. I don't think we watched Debs. The album was pretty basic. I liked Ape Shit, though. Debs, a movie. It had Megan Good. It had Devin. Oh, my God. Fucking Lorenz Tate was in this shit, too. Wasn't he? The dogs. They were like the dog gang. This movie literally had like everybody in it. Megan Good is so pretty. Her acting ability. Oh, Deb also had Famke Janssen. She was in it. They were like spies. They were like pretty girl spies. That was like the whole point. Megan Good is so pretty. Her acting ability gets underrated. I feel like she doesn't get the credit she deserves. This was clearly an emergency album. The stands were dragging them so hard. I mean, yeah, Drake wasn't going to respond. Pusha T won. That's it. Drake didn't have no response, no comeback, nothing. He just did his little Taylor Swift note and put it on Instagram stories and let that be that because he lost. That's it. He didn't have no comeback for what Pusha T exposed about him. That's it. Pusha T named his diss track after fucking Drake's clothing line, so now anytime anybody Googles that shit, they're gonna see blackface. That's gonna have like long-lasting repercussions on like Drake's brand. The fact that now when you look up Drake, you will see blackface, that's gonna have an impact. I don't care what anybody says. Pusha won the beef. Drake stands just have to sit through this one. The soccer mom base has to take a L. Right. Sorry. Drake couldn't beat Pusha, so he had the industry fix it. Because he's an industry artist. He's a corporate rapper. Period. I mean, like, if you like that, that's fine, but you're not going to be, people with all this, oh, Drake is the GOAT and blah. No. Number one, you can't be the GOAT if you don't write your own shit. Number two, you got exposed. You lost. That's it. You an industry, I don't want to call him a plant, but you an industry nigga. You a corporate nigga. That's it. Oh, Will's about to die. This part is so sad. Will! Like innocent bystander. Innocent bystander. Motorcycles are dangerous. That's still, how is that Pusha T playing him? Well, number one, that was not really revealed. Kanye said his piece on it, but Pusha T has not removed anything off Instagram. He hasn't, like, Pusha T won, so what's the point of continuing to beat a dead horse when he won the beef? Just so that we have something to talk about? This is sad. No, I'm not reviewing no Jay-Z and Beyonce album. I don't like Beyonce's music. I didn't like Lemonade. What's the name of the mom? The mom is somebody too. Derek Luke's mom. Yes, Debs is also. Famke Janssen is like the bad guy, and she like falls in love with one of the girl spies. Debs is a cute movie. A flawless funeral. Drake ain't waking up like that anymore. It's pretty pathetic the way that Drake stepped out. Brought out his Degrassi crew to distract us from the L. I didn't watch Degrassi, so I wouldn't know who any of those people are. I don't watch Canadian white people. His Taylor Swift iOS press release. Payback is a bitch. Drake was probably scared to respond because Pusha had more secrets to expose. You are hiding a child. I mean, does it get more real than that? I'm your Pusha. No, I would say that it's the opposite, Just Nickel. I would say that Drake is used to winning battles, rap battles, but he keeps losing the war. Like, people say that he won that beef with Meek Mill. He might have won the battle, but ultimately Meek Mill won that war. Because Meek Mill exposed him for ghostwriting. And those ghostwriting, like, allegations, it's been, 3 years? And those ghostwriting allegations never went away. As much as everybody was like, oh, Meek took the L, those ghostwriting allegations never went away. Meek had a permanent impact on that man's career. And then Meek got locked up and everybody acted like, free Meek. Like, everybody got on Meek's side. Drake is not a GOAT. Aubrey is an actor. Never forget. People that don't know rap were saying that Drake went, you mean Pusha T went too far? Don't people know that diss is short for disrespect? The beef worked for Pusha T too because it brought him to the forefront. Your average population knows him now. Aubrey was bodied. He had to bring back Degrassi. I didn't like Lemonade. If you watch I did a review of it. I only did a review of it because it was like being obscenely requested. Who is his mom? I know y'all know who his mom is. She's bad. She's definitely a MILF. Look at her playing the video game. She's about to whoop kids' ass. Damn, she busts his ass. On the PS2. I watched that show. I wasn't even all that excited about that video. The internet hyped shit up to the extreme. Pusha T obliterated Drake, period, point blank. Drake stands just take this L and deal with it. Wheelchair Jimmy had it coming for a while now. It was shocking to see how many people were so-called Degrassi fans. LOL, like what? Y'all know y'all didn't start watching that shit till 2010. Hi, Victoria. Drake would have liked to be like Khaled and parade his kid around. Pusha T fucked up his whole rollout of his kid, his Adidas line, his album, everything. Because now everything that Drake does all summer is also going to be linked to Pusha T. Pusha T is going to be brought up. Like, that was a flawless execution from Pusha T. It couldn't have gone any better. Pusha T has more T on him. Somebody was calling him Pusha T, like T-E-A, like Pusha T, because he's pushing the T on fucking Drake. Pusha T has more T on him. That is way worse. Drake even floated 100K for some dirt on him. Still couldn't clap back and push the track on Scorpion. I love seeing Drake lose. Drake is an actor. 1 minute he's rapping like Big Sean. Next he's rapping like Migos. You're not supposed to, since you know. They scamming people though. You can't scam people. And people know you, kid. Like, how you scamming people, kid? Like, all these people don't know you because they all know your father. You're not supposed to scam people you know. If you are going to scam, like, there are rules to scamming. Oh, yeah, why you say that, Nico? You were absolutely right in your video about Twitter. It's nothing but a group think tank. Pusha T has always been a direct rapper. People don't understand that you can't be a rapper if you don't write your own stuff. Rap and singing are different. Stans could bully people into saying their favorite artist is in trash now. The delivery of "you are hiding a child" still sends me. Oh yeah, Megan Good was a tattoo artist, wasn't she? Which is cute, because you hardly see any women tattoo artists, and especially not no black women. I really did like this movie, Biker Boyz, a lot. You don't mean her face. I take it you don't mean on her face. Now look, Tyson was dating fucking Lisa Bonet. Tyson Beckford. I don't listen to the internet, but not for any reason. I just don't. Beautiful Monica. Hi, Justin. It's like Pusha T reframed Drake. Now Drake is seen through the lens of that diss track. Flawless victory. Well, I like Portia, so I'm going to take that as a compliment. I still don't know what Degrassi is, like a Canadian Saved by the Bell. I never watched that shit either. Oh my God, Kadeem Hardison was in this movie too. He was like a racer that was in a wheelchair. This movie literally had everybody. One of my Facebook friends said that Pusha T did everything except take big pics with Drake's baby mama at the baby shower. I'm super here for artists politically engaging with one another, especially these call-outs. Pusha T said, "You are silent on all black issues." I was like, oh my God. Go for the jugular. Drake was naive. The rollout was going to kill his career. Black women were going to slow roast him for having that white baby mother. Right. And I also feel like people felt some type of way because Drake tried to come for Pusha T's wife, Virginia Williams, who's black. How you try to comfort, who's a very sweet girl. I have followed her on Instagram literally for years. Like, she's the sweetest girl in the world. How you gonna try to comfort Pusha T's black wife? Meanwhile, your baby mama is white, and she used to do porn. So you're hiding her because you're ashamed of her, and you know your fucking fan base is majority black women. So you already know how your majority black woman fan base is gonna take it. But you try to talk bad about Virginia, who hasn't done or said anything to anybody, who's just a cute little black chick minding her business. I think a lot of that shit rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Like, we supposed to worship your white porn star baby mama and talk bad about Pusha T's cute regular black chick. Like, look, you're not Kanye with Kim Kardashian, and we hate Kim too, okay? Like, sit down somewhere, Drake. No, I don't scam people. But I've known scammers, just like drug dealers. You're not supposed to really sell drugs to people that you know. And people do it, and they feel bad about it because they know that's not G-code. Of course, Degrassi was your show, Justin. Yes, Vanessa Bell Calloway. The first original wife from Coming to America. Thank you. She was banging as a young girl in Coming to America. She's banging as a MILF in Biker Boyz. I'm sure I could look her up right now in 2018 and she would still be banging. That Pusha T track was like an actually amazing song, even separate from his battle. Yuck. I see you, Neffy. Now we have more industry plans to get the Drake medicine. Just like I said in my video, Drake opened the door for all these fakes and frauds and non-writers and black adjacent and all that, in my opinion. Somebody left a comment though saying they felt like it was Jennifer Lopez, which I felt like is a fair concession. That's a fair point. But I think, I mean, J-Lo's a little bit older, obviously. I would say, like, for the modern era, it was Drake. Pusha T fucked up Drake's whole summer. Then B&J want to interrupt Nas's latest album in years. Drake allegedly be strong-arming women into getting abortions. Pusha T was going to put that out, and that was going to mess up Drake's core demographic. Our black biker community is popular where you are. But you did it. You did it. You proved it. Go ahead, kid. Black biker community is popular where you are, usually an older crowd where I am. No, they're usually an older crowd. My mom used to go to Black Bike Week every single year in Myrtle Beach. But she's my mom. She's older. I mean, she's not older, but she's older than me. My mom's actually pretty young, but she was like a young mom. But if Pusha T would have taken a picture with Drake's son, I would have cried. Oh yeah, Tim, I DM'd you this when it happened, but I wish you were on Twitter when the diss dropped. You would have gotten a healthy kick out of it. Probably not. Twitter is just a weird place. Drake got white people out here defending blackface on Twitter. See, that's the last thing I need to see. That should probably fuck my whole day up if I see some stupid shit like that. I did see a fucking tweet that was like, Drake released a diss track and Pusha T hit back with investigative journalism. That should have me on the floor. Yeah, like, you better do something. You're not my father, all right? Plot twist. I should vacuum. I want Drake to come through with a ghost-written pop song so Pusha T could tell us everything. Every time I see his baby moms, I'm like, get the strap, make it make sense. Oh, you just try to call Lawrence Fishburne a bitch. You're doing a lot, kid. It was so beautiful, the sharpness of that diss track. Plus, yeah, Pusha T's wife is a darling of the heavens. He was so delusional to think that that would go over well. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe. Get you some colors, win you some legit races. You just come correct. Right, or don't come at all with your bitch ass. Virginia Williams just looks so sweet. How you gonna try and come for her? Not gonna lie, Drake's baby mama identity did get me a little, and I don't fully understand why. I think it's because every single girl that Drake has publicly dated or name dropped or addressed, whatever, from Malia to Bria Miles, to Serena Williams, have all been black. Like, Drake has always, like, put on this front, like, he's catering so hard to his black woman base and he loves black women so much and this and that, and a lot of his fans are black women that go to bat for him. So I think when it was like revealed that his baby mama was this white chick, people were just like, huh? But you're gonna try to come for Jenny, who's black? Like, what? Like, huh? It was just like exposed. Like, Pusha T really exposed him in more ways than one. Like, with the blackface shit, the white baby mom shit, like, all of it. Like, you're fronting, Drake. Like, Meek Mill put, like, a crack in the mirror with the whole, you're a ghostwriter, you know, like, you have ghostwriters, you don't write, you got peed on, this and that. And then fucking here come Pusha T with the hammer, like, bam, blackface, bam, white baby mama, bam, you never, almost dropped my coffee. You never speak on black issues, and just shattered the whole thing. If people want to keep supporting him and supporting that fucking broken ass mirror, that's they right. But Vanessa is still banging. She's, I believe, 61 and flawless. Rick Gonzalez got a pineapple. Right, you scamming people, kid. Y'all scamming people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Los vaqueros. Rick Gonzalez was so good in Roll Bounce too, as their friend. Do your thing. Why does Drake's mom look so old? Like, is she really that old? Because she's white. And they age like bananas. Drake's white mom cracked me up. Sorry. Drake's mom is looking like a great grandmother. Nope, because Jennifer Lopez was a singer. I feel like singing is different from a rapper not writing their raps. She's white, Asian like milk and vinegar. A bunch of my family are in motorcycle clubs. Could start our own club. We have a very young biker crowd out here, which is kind of cool. Where do you live, Roderick? I would love to go see a black bike club. I bet it's lit. My granddad is a biker. I always tried to wear his leather jacket to high school because it just looks that cool. My wannabe grunge self tried it. Can't use Twitter. It frustrates me. They were all in my mentions. You talking about the white people defending blackface? I thought about your video on black spaces. I think the Twitter user interface is trash. I post my art on Twitter and go. Stan culture is so toxic and gross. Somebody said Drake got ghostwriter's block. That's funny. That's why he didn't respond. Y'all talk about the Degrassi plot lines. Drake acts like a guy that never got women before in Canada, so he moves to America, act like he's hard and gets all the women now. J-Lo was definitely not Jenny from the block no more. Oh my God, when I used to live in Miami, people used to do this all the time on the bikes and shit late at night, like race and like pop the wheelies and like throw up sparks. I used to be in my car like and I always used to say out loud like, I don't want to run you over, biker boys. I always used to call them biker boys after this movie. Like, please, biker boys, like, please get from around me. I would feel so bad if I hit one of you. And in Florida and Miami, you're not required to wear a helmet. So they be on the highway and shit with no helmets, doing all these tricks. I be in my car like this, like, I don't want to hit you. And sometimes it's hard to see them. You could hear them, but you can't see them when they're like, if they're next to you. Like, biker boys, I'll feel really bad if I kill one of you, please. Primo. Drake wearing blackface, but will never diss his Jewish side and wear a Nazi outfit. Man, when I saw his baby mama, my immediate thought was, psst, Drake, your white is showing. Megan Good is really putting this man's name on this girl's ass as he eats McDonald's French fries. Getting tattooed on your ass doesn't even hurt that much. Because there's not a lot of nerve endings in your ass. It's mostly fat. Don't ask me how I know. Drake will probably continue to flourish in the UK, Canada, and Europe, but he's finished here in America. Better get that foreign coin. You can't just stop by. You have to make an appointment to come get tattooed out of my house. Thanks. I saw Drake on Fallon drooling over Scarlett Johansson. That should tell you all you need to know about his taste. No matter what he's singing in his songs, remember that he's an actor. I agree. Beautiful. Hi, Dream58. I mean, it makes sense that Drake's baby mama is white. His mother's white also. Yeah, that's true. I just wish the black people in general would stop buying these wolf tickets that these artists are. He brought you flowers. Megan Good hair used to stay laid and on point. I mean, you can't deny that. The eyebrows might have been bad, but the hair and makeup, sis knows her way around some hair and makeup. I love that they had like a biker boys club council, motorcycle council. Like a whole secret society, underground shit. Y'all know I love the underground secret society shit. Drake is a grown-ass man that has ghostwriters. He could tone that fraudulent bravado all the way down, SMH. Like, had he been with a non-black woman all these years, black women would not have been rocking with him like that. People on Twitter tried to call his white baby mama unconventionally beautiful and said Americans were just used to plastic surgery. I was like, no, she's just ugly. People gonna come and defend her, but when they fucking say Michelle Obama looks like a monkey, or when they call Viola Davis ugly, everybody fucking laughs like it's a joke. Like, I really do think the reveal of the white baby mama and the way that people like came out to defend her, I don't want to say that it hurt a lot of feelings of Drake fans, but I think it did make a lot of his fans feel some type of way or something. I did live in Miami for a spell. I live in Alabama. One day I said I'm gonna try to be friends with them because it's like 20 of them riding and they all look cool. Stan is from the Eminem song. What you mean some depending on who you ask? Stan is from the Eminem song. I remember when that song came out. That's where the term Stan came from. Nobody was saying that before that song came out. Stan was the name of the character, but he was like an obsessed fan. So people started calling obsessed fans Stans. Before that, they used to just be called fanatics. Like the old MTV show Fanatic, which was about like obsessed fans. But then as soon as Stan came out, people were like, light bulb, Standing. I lived in Miami for 3 years. I live in the hood. They don't wear helmets at all. That shit is so scary. You just be like, oh my God. I don't want to hit you. You don't have on no protective gear, no leather jacket. Like, you're on a motorcycle popping fucking wheelies on the highway in jeans and a white tee. Please get from by my car, please. Because if I try to switch lanes and I can't see you and my car taps you, you're going to die. I don't want to kill you, biker boys. Please. It is not a combination of the word stalker and fan. That's bullshit. That's made up. Revisionist history. That's not true. Y'all living reckless in the 305. Oh, they living real reckless in the 305. How many states have I lived in? I've lived a lot of places. I don't like to stay in one place for too long, me personally. I have a habit of like moving every 3 to 4 years. I don't understand why people on bikes don't wear helmets. Hi, Real Trini. You want to get your face tattooed, Davey? What you want to get tatted on your face? Danger! He smashed the homie! A lot of his fans are stuck defending him because they don't want to admit that they're hurt. Drake's white baby mama looks basic as hell. I take it personally when people try to say anything about Auntie Viola. Her and her snotty nose cry are a treasure. What have we watched so far with Megan Good in it, too? So we watched Biker Boys, which had Megan Good. We watched You Got Served. We watched Stomp the Yard. Megan Bake. I remember that, too, because I loved Dido at the time. Oh, my God. I used to stand Dido, too. I want to say that was how I heard that song, Stan. Because I used to really fuck with Dido. And he sampled her song, Thank You, which used to be my song. I want to thank you. Her first album was everything. It was so good. I was like probably way too young to be listening to any of that, but it was good. I don't believe it's healthy to be a stan for anyone. It's getting kind of weird now. His chest would be really hurting if she had just really gave him a tattoo on his chest. Oh yeah, he better tell him how the girls robbed him. That's my spot. Don't twirl the tongue in my ear. That's my spot. It says I have a bad connection. Hey. Shut up. I don't know why it says I have a bad connection. They robbed him. shit out of me and stole my money and my clothes. I had to ride home butt naked. It was a big ass traffic jam. Everybody got out their cars and laughed at me. Damn, that's what you get. I don't know if you guys could see me because it says I have a bad connection, but that shit was funny. The 4th annual bikini bike wash. Another thing that gets me with famous rich men getting side chicks and one night stands, but not using condoms, or you getting a vasectomy, like these women are trying to get pregnant on purpose. Yo, I got in an argument about this with one of my friends one time. Because my friend was like, I like this scene with the bike wash, so I'm about to pause it. Because my friend was like, oh, that these girls be getting pregnant off these rappers and they be wanting so much money. Because this girl had got pregnant by Offset. And she was like giving the interview. And they were like, how much money are you trying to get from Offset? She was like, I'm trying to get at least 10 racks a month. She was like, how much money does Chris Brown's baby mama make? She was like, Chris Brown's baby mama gets at least 10 racks a month. So and Offset is like way hotter than Chris Brown. So I'm gonna need at least that much. And my friend was like, well, why should she get 10 racks from Offset just because she had a baby by Offset? Like, she had the baby on purpose just to get the money. I was like, yeah, but Offset knew what he was doing, fucking her unprotected and nutting in her. Like, Offset's not no innocent fucking bystander-ass victim. I was like, number one, I'm pretty sure this girl's a stripper. Like, so he met a stripper, he took her home, he fucked her unprotected, he nutted in her, so I'm sure he knew there was a chance that she could get pregnant. Like, I'm sure he knew that if she got pregnant, she was gonna want money from him. Like, what? Like, I don't understand. Like, what are we doing? Like, I was like, these are all consenting adults making choices. Why should she not get the money? I was like, why should she not get the money? Like, my nigga, you rolled the dice. She got pregnant. That's life. Like, if you really cared, you wouldn't be fucking all these bitches with no condom. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand it. And my friend was like, no, she shouldn't be trying to get all that money out of him. If she wants money, she should just take him to court for child support and not try to hit. I was like, if she takes him to court for child support, she's probably going to get even more than that. She's asking him for the money on good faith right now. If she takes him to court for child support, she's going to get way more than that, most likely. But he knew what he was doing. I don't understand what is this mindset that niggas could just do whatever they want, but not have to deal with the consequences. Right. People act like these girls are raping them. Right. And doesn't Offset, and I remember thinking, like, doesn't Offset already have like 7 kids and got another baby on the way with Cardi B right now? Like, you obviously don't like condoms. You obviously like nutting in these girls, which means you're running the risk of these girls getting pregnant and hitting you up for some child support. 1 + 1 = 2. Where's the confusion coming from? And no offense, but when you're banging strippers and shit like that, like, strippers are about money. Like, Cardi B used to say all the time, like, everybody knows I'm about that shmoney. Like, if you're banging a girl that's about money, she's gonna try to get money out of you. How is that confusing? How is it, like, I don't understand how that makes no sense. Like, I don't understand. And I don't think it's nothing wrong with girls wanting to get money out of these fucking dumbass niggas. Like, I really don't. I don't think it's nothing wrong with it. Like, you know me, you know the person that I am, you know I'm about that bread. If you decide to fucking roll the dice and I get pregnant, that's life. I don't understand. You can't just be, oh yeah, and get this abortion, because you can't force no woman to get an abortion either. Like, you're rolling the dice. So our sanitation engineers. Woo! Yes. Beautiful. Man, Good's eyebrows were really looking tragic. Turbo, hey, for the woman, woo, yes. Lisa Bonet is like, yes. That's what I'm trying to see. Yes. And the green speedos. Chugga 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 chugga. He said, do they come any tighter? I'm not feeling that at all. I don't know why I keep saying that my connection is bad. I like her braids. Ooh. I'm really glad Megan Good handled her eyebrow situation. Oh, does it get hot under the helmet? A Miami story? Would I ever move back to the South? I don't know, maybe. I remember DMX said he almost died because he was doing tricks on a dirt bike without protective gear. No, Stan comes from the Eminem song, Stan, about an obsessed fan whose name was Stan. And at the end of the song, he kills himself and he kills his pregnant girlfriend. Because Eminem won't write him back. Yeah, we watched Eve's Bayou. White Flag by Dido is a really good song. Yes, her first album is a classic. Megan is in Jump in the Broom too. Dido was bomb. Now I'm gonna listen to Dido, but the shit's gonna make me feel old. I don't think we watched Think Like a Man. I love Dido. This looks like Rufio, but I don't think it is Rufio, is it? Is it Rufio? Is that Rufio? We was hoping to join. We'll do it. Kid really gonna get his little crew popping. These dudes are dumb. They really don't care. These dudes know how babies are made. I feel like people try and abuse child support. People do abuse child support. But if you also know that women are going to abuse child support, why would you put yourself in that situation when all you have to do is use a condom? Is that... Like I said, you're rolling the dice. Like, you're rolling the dice. Sometimes you fucking... win, sometimes you lose. Honestly, getting a snip is also reversible if no condoms are that important to you. If I was a rapper, anybody I had sex with will have to sign contracts. That's on Offset. People act like these girls are raping them. I remember, like, one time, this girl had put on Twitter, she was like, I met Chris Brown at the club last night, and he, like, came home with me to, like, my grandma's house. And she, like, posted a picture of, like, Chris Brown sleeping on, like, a bare mattress on the floor in her room in her grandma's house. I was like, Chris Brown obviously doesn't care about his life, because for all he knows, she might have had, like, 8 niggas, like, waiting at the house, or had people come over to, like, rob him and, like, beat the shit out of him, kill him. Like, people don't be caring. Like, people don't be caring. They don't be caring about their lives, their well-being, their money. If I worked that hard to get to that type of level and get that type of money, please, I would be so careful with it. You don't even know. And especially if I was a man, if I was a nigga too, and I know how these scandalous girls are out here as well. Because I'm not saying that the hoes don't be scandalous. Because, like, women are scandalous, yes. But it's not like that's a secret. Like I said, if you're rolling the dice. That's on you. Men want to get with women for sex, but get mad when they get pregnant and have the baby for money. All these people deserve the drama that they put themselves in. People should use condoms. It's not like they can't afford not to. Offset shot her club up. They pretend women get pregnant on their own. It always seems more to me that these guys are paying women to have their babies, and it's a negotiation of how much. The mother that files child support first gets the most money. How are you a celebrity and not protecting your seed? You're the one with millions. You should be wrapping that shit up religiously. Yeah. I wonder how much money Fetty Wap baby mothers get. Hi, Tommy. A lot of women will take your abortion money and buy themselves something nice and still keep the baby. You can't force it. You can't force anybody. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't force anybody. So it's like, what is this nut worth to me? Is it worth me possibly getting this girl that has told me up front that she's about that shmoney? Is it worth me possibly getting this broke ass bitch pregnant and having her hit me up for $10K a month? What is this nut worth? Is this nut worth $10K a month for the rest of my life? Or 18 years, however you want to cut it? My thing is, why not use condoms just off STDs too? Like, people really don't care about their health. I'm watching Biker Boyz, tell me. I used to talk to this one guy who said he only slept with women that look clean. What does that even mean? I'm watching Biker Boyz. The time check is 49 minutes and 30 seconds. Lawrence Fishburne is racing the dog dude. Aha, Kendrick. I'm sorry, not 7. Offset has 4 kids. I said 7. I'm sorry. I stand corrected. 4 kids. 4, not 7. And 4 baby mamas. How many baby mamas does Future have? Sierra, Brittany. Isn't one of them named India? At least 4 or 5. Get out of my face with that camera. Eyebrows change your whole face. I used to look older than my age. People also see me as younger because I tattoo them, not permanently, and they look thicker. She fixed her whole face up. Yeah. Megan Good did fit. Her face does look different. Eyebrows will really make your face look different. That's what I'm saying. Like, when her eyebrows were jacked up, the fact that she was still, like, pretty, like, Megan Good is a pretty-ass girl. I think last year a girl got pregnant by Fetty Wap, and when she told him, he changed his number. So she got an abortion. When he found out, he was mad that she didn't keep it. Lord Jesus. I know he just had a baby by Alexis Sky. Her and Masika have beef because he got like a kid with Masika that's like the same age. That's a good dog. Go get it. I'd be like, how you mad at me? You try to... Bad dog. How you mad at me? You try to step to me. I won. That's life. Fetty Wap is known for getting women pregnant. Fetty has many. Hi, Christmas 808. I see you. Christmas said it's the drugs. It's the drugs. It's 2018. Ain't nobody using condoms anymore. People are concerned about child support, but nobody worries about STDs. Like, what the fuck? I love that the little kids that they got in the crew ride ATVs. They ride little 4-wheelers. And Megan Good is on his bike with him doing this. I would not ride on the back of a nigga's bike. I would have to have the most protective gear on. Because, like, nigga, I'm really putting my life in your hands riding on the back of this bike. I don't know if I trust a nigga that much. It's a lot of trust. The costume design of this movie was great, though. Megan Good's clothes are great. All the biker clothes are great. Ooh, guess you're not the only one who likes to make an entrance. Use condoms. That's why I don't have sex. How are condoms played out? He doing wheelies in the wheelchair. Biker boys. They so hostile. They like the young rebellious crew. The new excuse is she not supposed to be on birth control? A lot of women don't like using birth control. Just like a lot of niggas don't like using condoms. Ooh. Maybe next time you'll leave out the halftime show. Say again? John Mahatsu looked like, little boy, I will knock your ass out on this bridge. Y'all too young to be this hostile. Say again? Lawrence Fishburne is like, we out of here. The cops about to show up. Herpes is the gift that keeps on giving. Thank you, Panda. Honestly, I'm worried about these children that are born for the sake of money. Oh, they definitely growing up all types of fucked up, for sure. I don't understand child support. How can you ask for that much? Well, child support is supposed to be based off of, like, since we're talking about fathers, I'm going to use dads, but child support is supposed to be based off of the income of the parent with, like, the most income. So since we're talking about, let's say a stripper. I'm just going to use a stripper as an example. A stripper could go to the court and be like, I don't work. Because most strippers, they're not getting paid like on the books or on the table or anything like that. They getting paid in cash under the table. So they could go to the courts and be like, I don't work. I'm unemployed. My baby daddy is a celebrity. He's a rapper. His net worth is whatever. He made $5 million last year, right? So that's his income. I don't work, or my income is low. When my baby, I love this reveal that Orlando Jones was a lawyer too. Like, this nigga's like a lawyer in his day job, and he's like an illegal fucking biker dude at like night. But so they could go to the court and be like, my income is low, or I don't work, whatever. My baby daddy's a rapper. He made $5 million last year. When my child spends time with him, his lifestyle is at a certain level. My child should be able to maintain that certain lifestyle at all times. It shouldn't be that when he's with me, he's eating oodles and noodles because I don't have any money. So you should make him pay me. You should make him pay me 10 racks a month or however many racks a month. And that's how they present it. And 9 times out of 10, the courts say yes. I'm not saying that is fair, but that's the way that it works. And if we all know that that's the way that it works, you want to keep going fucking raw in these strippers and in these bitches that don't have no jobs that's just trying to get money out of you? Like I said, you're rolling the dice. You're playing with fire. And then you getting mad when you get burns. Like, niggas got to protect themselves. But they don't want to. Vanessa Bell Calloway is bad. Every time they show her, I'm just like, definition of a MILF. Because she looks like she has a grown son, so she could be my mom. I'm sorry. I take that back. Goes that gonna go down. You have to have discernment. Like, with that amount of money brings a lot of snakes around. People will try to eat off you multiple ways. Scammers are everywhere. Depending on some states, men have to pay child support even after their child is 18. Doesn't Future have like 6 or 7 kids? I knew a guy in college who said that because he was in college, his dad had to pay child support until he was 20. She got a good point too. She's like, you know how I feel about racing. You're not gonna keep racing if you live under my roof, boy. I'll pack your bags myself. Niggas be still living at home with mama, but don't want to fucking abide by mama rules. She made him get out. Get out the car. Get out the goddamn car. She's going full black mom. on this Negro. No. No. I love the way Derek Luke said no. No. I said no. He went full man-child on her. Niggas be so pouty. I said no. He's standing a foot taller than her. She just sunned his ass. You have to continue to pay child support if the child decides to go to college. Oh, the rumor is that that's not Fetty's baby. We'll see then, won't we? Fetty Wap has like 8 kids. Fetty Wap is a Rolling Stone. His second baby mom just had another baby by him. I know that's why corny ass Nick Young and that white girl broke up. He had a second kid with his first black ass baby mama. Did anybody answer if Megan Good's titties are real? Because if they are, she has naturally perfect titties. I'm looking at them right now, obviously. And she is beautiful. Her bone structure is great. Her mouth, everything. He should have been moved in with her. She got her own place. What I don't get is girls who have kids with people like Future, Fetty Wap, who have X amount of baby moms. Like, he ain't looked after the 4 other kids. Don't think he's going to change for you, honey. Hi, Warren. We're watching Biker Boyz. Yeah, shut up, girl. Sound like Biker Boyz. I'm watching Biker Boyz. Real tranny. What's fun? Unprotected sex? I mean, sure, it's fun, but but you have to trust the guy. These kids will grow up so fucked up. Imagine finding out your mother only had you for the money. They kept you around for that paycheck. Yeah, the kid's gonna be fucked up, don't get me wrong. Seren, you're gonna be looking like, oh, bikes are fun. I thought you were saying that unprotected sex is fun. Sorry. Seren gonna be looking like Michelin Man on that bike. Yes, you're right. Bikes are fun as fuck. I'm trying to date a biker. I used to love this song. Fucking the Isley Brothers and Diddy. Big wheels. Kadeem Hardison is really in the wheelchair with the girl grinding on him in the wheelchair. What ableism? Ableism where? I love movies that have like non-able-bodied characters. And everybody just acts like that shit is normal. Because there's like nothing wrong with it. If I was famous, I would never go to the chick's home. You'd have to come to mine where there would be multiple guns present. Seren would be wearing full-on armor on a motorcycle. Yes, I will. Chainmail, bitch. I know some partners I've had don't like using birth control because it lowers the sex drive. I know girls that don't like using it because they don't like introducing extra hormones into their body. I think we could argue that birth control is way more intrusive on your body than condoms, and condoms are the only thing that prevent STDs. There's no way to be emotionally available to all these children in different homes on different sides of the country. They should pay out the ass. They won't put in time with those kids. Like, I remember that Future had like 3 or 4 kids, 3 or 4 baby mamas, and they all lived in Atlanta. And then I remember he like had that baby with Sierra, and Sierra was living in Atlanta for a while because she's from Atlanta and her father still lives there. And I remember like her father was helping her raise the baby. Like, I remember because I follow Sierra on Instagram, and I remember when her and Future like first broke up, it used to be her, the baby, and her dad. Her, the baby, her dad. Her, the baby, her dad. Every video, every picture was like her, the baby, and her dad. Her dad was pretty much that kid's like helping her raise that kid before she met Russell. And then she met Russell, and then she was like spending time with Russell, and then they like bought a house, I think like in LA or something. And like now all of a sudden it's this big fight about like she's taking the baby away from Future. I'm like, Future, number one, you got like 4 other kids that also live in Atlanta that you never see ever. But now you want to fight Sierra? Sir. But we all know about that. Was Megan Good really Lorenz Tate's sister? Like, was that his like real sister, like his biological sister, or did he just call her his sister? Were they like best friends? I felt like that was never made clear. We talk about child support on Father's Day, the irony. Like, bruh, just throw that condom on and protect your money. They be acting like it's so hard. It is kind of true. It would be confusing for a kid to go to one parent and live one type of way. Some kids may feel they resent their parent for not having money. I feel like child support makes sense if you think about the financial support that child would have had their parents been married. I don't agree with that theory of child support. Like, make sure you can take care of your child as well. I shouldn't be supporting your lifestyle. I'm only here to support my child. That's why I said I'm not going to speak on if it's fair or unfair. But I know that, like, for the most part, that's how it's done. The parent that has the more money, supposedly they say the fucking kid is supposed to have the same lifestyle with both parents. And it's just like, we'll see. I've tried damn near every birth control method. My body reacts poorly to it too. Doctors told me and my mother that we really shouldn't use it. But I'm sorry. I also want to say that child support laws vary, I think, from like state to state. So it also depends on where you live. But I'm pretty sure that like most of these people live in California. And in California, like the lifestyle is like a big thing. And when we're also talking about people that have a lot of money, like rich and famous people that have a lot of money, not regular people that work at the post office, you know. Nothing against anybody working at the post office. That's a good job. Using hormones to control birth has never sat right with me. It's a bit scary. My dad said he knew a guy who went to court. The judge said he had to give $5 million. The baby mama smiled that would be put into a trust fund that no one could touch. Her smile faded. What was that guy doing? She might just be blessed. She is beautiful. Megan Good. Oh, Megan got them tits done. She did. That was some good work because they look great. The internet suggests they're not real. Oh, Monica says she thinks they are real. I see her on Instagram now. They're smaller, so she's become more lean. Don't think they're real. I mean, I think we can all agree that like unprotected sex feels great, but like I said, you're rolling the dice every time you do it. It's up to you if you want to take that chance. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, shit happens. I mean, children don't ask to be brought into the world, so if you want to contribute to them being created, you should provide for them. No one is forcing anybody to do it raw. Do you think celebrities who have had plastic surgery have to say something? No, I don't. I mean, raw sex is lit. I've never been on a bike, but I guess you could say I'm an experienced rider. You guys are funny. Give me some act right, youngster. Megan Good has on the lowest low rider pants I've ever seen. This movie really came out in like 2003, I think. Them pants are a foot below her belly button. Her whole pelvis is hanging out. I will say that, like, in the early 2000s, your body had to be right because your whole body was going to be on display. I love biking. Biker bitches. I love biking, and I especially like seeing other people pretty up their bikes and cars, rims, everything. The culture is really popping. Well, you haven't smoked in like 3 weeks, Clarissa? You detoxing? You got a new job or something? Not an edible or anything. I used to empathize with these rappers when I was young, but now not so much. I mean, I still empathize, but we all know what it is. Nobody's innocent. Nobody's innocent in these situations. Vanessa Bell Calloway got some nice MILF boobs also. And this leather outfit she got on, them things are nice and perky. She is a MILF. Excuse me. Walk, bitch. Slow your roll, girl. Slow your roll. You don't want no problems with this lady. Trust me. Niggas don't never grow up. Maybe these rappers are part of a secret organization that is pro more rapper babies. 2 Scorpios, Russell and Sierra, good luck. Russell Wilson is a Scorpio? You know Future is also a Scorpio, isn't he? Didn't we look that up one time? And Future really is a Scorpio? Sierra likes Scorpios. That's why Future's so petty. We're not even gonna. Hi, Lovemore, I see you. Happy Father's Day, Teddy. Oh, Future, you meant Future. Okay, yeah. Let's not start with the Scorpio slander. You know he's your son. You been knew he was your son, Lawrence Fishburne. Come on. Everybody knew. Jaleel is your son. Will knew. Right. Duh. Yes, I'm serious. Ooh, who'd have to cut loose because he changed his women as much as he changed his draws? Really looked. You never really looked at him. Will knew. Post office is no longer a good job. Oh, yeah, that's true. You're right. With the cost of living. Should have told me, Anita. I would love a post office job. You could tell a lot by a person for the way they treat their children. I agree. They get the kid Gucci or silk shit. The mom got to pay for it. It's maintenance. Get it dry clean so it's not just the parent with money who is paying. Yeah, I mean, like, that's like a lot of these people too. They be like, you know, stunting on social media. Every time they have the kid, they dress the kid up in like all this designer shit. And then you have broke ass fucking baby mamas that will take a nigga to court and be like, I should be able to fucking dress my kid up in Gucci shit and do this and do that. Because that's what the kid gonna do when they with the other parent. I can't afford it. You have to give me more money. Oh, my kid can fucking fly. I remember like reading, I don't remember like which one it was, but I remember like reading court documents, because y'all know TMZ be getting the court documents for everybody. I remember reading the court documents, and one of the moms was like, oh, when my child travels with his father, who was like a rapper, she was like, he travels on a private jet, but when he fucking travels with me, oh, we gotta fly domestic. No, I should be able to fucking also fly private or fly first class. And my child is little, so we have to fly together. So I need to have enough money to pay for like 2 tickets. I need enough money for this. I need enough money for that. Like, bitches really be making that argument. And like I said, I'm not saying that shit is right or fair, but that's an argument. Russian roulette is what it is. Yeah, I keep saying rolling the dice, playing with fire, but it's also Russian roulette. Eventually that bullet gonna come out. Right. You don't have the experience. You so angry, Derek Luke. I understand your father died. I understand your father died, so you're mad. You just got your ass beat. You just got your ass whooped. That boy better learn how to duck. Got your ass beat by Lawrence Fishburne. And ain't nothing y'all could do about it either. He was just mad she moved on. Yeah. I think Future felt like he was the bigger star. Well, number one, all of Future's other baby mamas are like not famous. They're just like regular girls from Atlanta. And I think he felt like he was the bigger star than Sierra. Which I still don't know why people like to say that or act like that. Like maybe he's the bigger star right now at this moment in terms of like relevance or being like popular. But Sierra has been out well over 10 years. And she also still has like relevance, which is like amazing. Like, I'm sure Sierra's good. He thought Sierra wasn't gonna leave him, but she did leave him. And I think it really hurt. It like really hurt Future's feelings that Sierra left him. He like never got over it. And so now he wants to like get back at her however he can. Just like a Scorpio! Scorpios will do you so dirty, and then as soon as you leave, you the bad guy. How could you leave me? But we're not getting into that today. We're not going there. Bye, Davey. Taco salad. I'm mad he ran in there going, to fight fucking Lawrence Fishburne. I wouldn't even fight old ass Lawrence Fishburne. Like, Lawrence Fishburne is a grown man. You a little kid. Lawrence Fishburne's probably gonna beat your ass. And your mom is there. You're getting your ass whooped in front of your mama by your dad that you don't know is your dad. Trauma. And kid keeps running up on Lawrence Fishburne from the back. Like, that's twice now that you ran up on him from behind. You can't even face him from the front like a man because he's whooping your ass. Told you that boy needed some act right. Had to get your ass whooped in front of a room full of people. Humble yourself, nigga. And your girl's in there too watching you get your ass beat. And your crew's in there too watching you get your ass beat. Humble yourself. Humble yourself with your leather pants on. Oh, yeah, exactly, Clarissa. You're looking for a new job. You don't have to lie to me. Thank you. Holy trinity of pettiness is Cancer, Scorpios, and Geminis. I believe her breasts are real because I'm a small D cup and I have really perky breasts. I don't have to wear bras. Go ahead, Monica. The South is also messy. The perception that it's only California is ridiculous. The real side chicks of Charlotte is a thing. That's why one pays child support, is because they could lighten the load on the full-time parent, but that still doesn't mean that I need to fully support the other parent. Ooh, you're done with your hair. Woo! I never really liked that accustomed to a certain lifestyle excuse. I don't agree with that argument. Needing to fly first class, privilege problems. Right? Like, we all need to fly first class because my child is accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Nah, your ass will be in coach. Well, he's on the cusp. November 29th, he's on the cusp, so he has Scorpio tendencies. Did he know and he still whooped my ass like this? I don't feel bad for these dudes who willingly raw dog these women, then act surprised when she take his ass to the bank. Oh, Russell is a Sagittarius. Sierra isn't relevant, but she gets respect and has her own money. They love Sierra in the fashion world. She's making hella bread. Sierra was singing goodies and making music videos while Future was still working at a regular job. Scorpio Bake. Hi, Zephyr Kelly. I wouldn't mind paying maybe, that's all I'm saying. I wouldn't mind paying maybe half your utilities because my child lives there, but to have to maintain your entire lifestyle is a stretch. Sierra has such a beautiful family now. She upgraded to a better life. In the Scorpio's defense, sometimes playing the victim feels good. Scorpios will treat you so bad. And then as soon as you be like, okay, I've had enough, I'm not fucking with you anymore, they will literally be like, wow, that's how you feel? You could be like, you just punched me in the face and stabbed me. Like, I'm going to the hospital. Wow, that's how you feel? So you're just going to go to the hospital? So you're just going to go to the hospital on me? Oh, so you're just going to go to the hospital and get medical attention? That's how you feel? Fine then. Don't come back. That's how Scorpios act. For real. Like, that's how they act. That's how they act. He's really mad. Derek Luke's a good actor. He has a point. Let's just sit down and talk. I couldn't have no sons, man. I couldn't have no sons. Because soon as they get tall, and they get taller than you, and they start trying to get that bass in their voice and check you, I have to knee the little nigga in the nuts or something. Like, I couldn't have no sons. I'm not getting stepped to in my own house. Because the little nigga is, you know, taller than me. My dad always told me that dudes need that last real good ass whooping between the ages of 13 and 18. They need it because they start feeling themselves. They need it. They need it. I like Leos. Leo's probably my favorite sign. A lot of my friends are Leos. That's probably my favorite sign. I have a Scorpio sister. These are facts. I couldn't kick the ass of the skank you've been hanging out with lately. We all just watched you beat the shit out of kid in the bar. Like, you know you need some emotional support right now, Lawrence Fishburne. I had two friends, one Scorpio and one Sag. The Scorpio got mad at the Sag for moving his girlfriend in with them, and the Scorpio would sabotage the Sag at work for years. Scorpios do act like that, but Cancers are worse than Scorpios when it comes to that passive-aggressive behavior. Umi's not here. I don't know why. Again, that goes back to the needs one last real good ass whooping argument. I would be beating my son's ass. When the SAG ended the friendship, the Scorpio was so upset. Right! You've been sabotaging me at work for years. We can't be friends anymore. And the Scorpio will be like, wow, that's really how you feel? So after all these years of friendship, you just gonna cut me off? Bitch, you've been drinking my apple juice at work for years. What happened to who drank my apple juice? I haven't seen who drank my apple juice in a while. My mom will put hands all over on my brothers. They're all over 6 feet. Child support is based off the state the father lives in and their amount of income. I believe we need child support because men honestly do not spend enough quality time with their children always. But it's like you were doing your friend dirty. My son and I would be throwing hands. This dude finna get his shit rocked. I'm mean as shit, so I think it's true, but Scorpios are loyal as hell. No, Scorpios are loyal. But Scorpios also consider fucking with you to also be loyal. Like, a Scorpio will invest 20 years in fucking with you and making your life miserable because, like, they are loyal to you, yes. But then as soon as you say you don't want to be a part of it anymore, you're the one that betrayed them. Scorpios are very sensitive. Leos are lit. I wish I met more Leos in real life. I have so many friends that are Leos. I have at least 10 friends that are Leos. Very good friends, close friends. Several of which even have the same birthday. I have like at least 3 close friends that all have the same birthday, August 12th. Like, the vast majority of my friends are Leos. I get along well with them. I knew Megan Good's titties were fake. I just didn't want to hurt Seren's feelings. I don't mind if they're fake. If they're fake, they are great. Great work. And if they're not fake, she has naturally perfect titties. If they are fake, bitch, your doctor did a bang-up job. A1. The Sag that I knew was thriving at work and kept getting promoted, and the Scorpio was getting more and more jealous, and now the Sag is his boss. They couldn't have kept being friends anyway if the Sag became his boss. I mean, maybe, but that would have been weird. My son is huge, and I'm feeling the wrath of his deep voice and hair. Yo, you're gonna have to kick him in the balls and remind him that you're his mom. I might be giving you bad advice, though, so don't listen to me. My parents didn't whoop us, but they're petty as hell. My dad let my brother sleep in the car in the garage after a massive argument. Next morning, he donated 2 pairs of his sneakers to the homeless. Wow. Your dad is petty. That's real petty. A Scorpio will hold on to what you did till the end of time, and they will tell the story like it happened a few minutes ago. Yes! I used to get in so many arguments with my ex who was a Scorpio. And my ex would be trying to, like, bring shit up, and I'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Oh, do you remember XYZ, this and this and this? I used to be like, no, I don't remember. What are you talking about? And then, like, as more and more of the story would come out, I'd be like, you're talking about something from, like, 5 years ago? Why would I remember that? Why would I remember that? And I'd be like, why are you talking about it like it just happened? I didn't know what you were talking about. Getting their asses beat. They never forget shit. That shit used to happen all the time. I used to be like, yo, I don't know what you're fucking talking about. Woo! Pulled out on you. How you scamming people but you not strapped, kid? You gotta get saved by your dad yet again. Scorpios love to argue. You got to get your respect early. I'm 5'11". I'm 4'11". My son is 6. He'll be taller than me next week. He already knows better. I'm a Sag. My husband is a Leo. My new Leo is not supposed to be compatible to Aquarius. Scorpios are very sensitive, but they're not that great at being sensitive to other people in return. That's true. Scorpios are just very self-centered. They think that, like, everything revolves around them, and they think that everybody exists to, like, please them and make them happy and help them. And if you're not doing that, it's a problem. As long as you're doing that, everything's good. As soon as you stop doing that, it's a problem, and they're a victim, and you're treating them so bad, and you're secretly trying to kill them and all kind of stuff. Your birthday's August 7th, Clarissa. See, you're a Leo. I like Leos. I always get along with Leos. This arm is strong. Ren, trust. You be strong arming your son. Megan's titties look natural. I like Aries too. Gemini is my sister sign. Gemini is a sister sign with Sag. So I've dated also several Geminis. I could deal with, like, the Gemini mood swings. But Geminis are also evil. Have you heard that Megan Good is supposed to be playing Foxy Brown in a TV series on Hulu? No, I haven't heard that. My dad is a Sag and my mom is a Scorpio. It was Hot Mess Express. Yeah. Sagittarius and Scorpios like each other, but can't get along. I don't think. Scorpios want to, like, hold on so tight, and Saggies just want to be, like, free. I don't think it... I guess it could work. You could make it work, but you have to really put a lot of effort in. You have to really try. Virgos are... I like Virgos, too. My best friend is a Virgo. Every time you do a close-up, I hear an echo of served, served, served in the background. It's death hard for me to let things go. I say I forgive you, but I still got it in the back of my mind, waiting to pull it out again. I really let shit go. When I let something go, I don't know if this is just like me. I don't know if this is like common to Sagittarius or what, but when I let something go, it's like it never happened. I will literally forget it. I'll never think about it again. And then, like I said, if somebody will bring it up, I'll be like, it's not ringing a bell. I don't know what you're talking about. They'll have to, like, really, like, get in detail and, like, remind me. And then I'd be like, oh, that you talk about that shit that happened a long time ago? Like, I forgot about it. I'll let it go. I don't like to let things fester. That's just me, though. Maybe that's just my personality. Scorpios will intentionally pick fights and want to be like, I'm not going to argue with you once you get pissed. Yeah. So if you look at like a zodiac chart with somebody said, what did you say? What is the Pisces sister sign, Jess Nickel? If you look at like a zodiac round chart, like a clock, but it's the zodiac signs, your sister sign is the sign that's directly opposite you on the chart. So if it's like Sag, directly opposite us on the chart is Gemini. So if you like look, I don't know off the top of my head what it is, but whatever's directly opposite Pisces is your sister sign. They definitely can't get along. Sag want their freedom, and Scorpios don't like all that. I knew y'all were going to slander us on this good Sunday. Nobody likes Scorpios. I think that's why I gravitate towards Sags, because they crave freedom and they be boosting my head when I have these wild ideas. Yes, I am like the best hype man in the world. People be like, I want to quit my job and like run away to Morocco and start a vegan Moroccan food restaurant company. I'd be like, yes, bitch, do it. Quit your job. Just stop going. Like, I tell people all the time, like, if you want to quit your job or if you want to do certain things, do not ask me, because I will tell you, yes, do it. Don't call me on the phone when you're having a bad day at work, because I'll be like, fuck your boss. Just walk out. Just leave. You don't need that job anyway. Like, I'm a bad influence. I've walked out of several jobs while on my lunch break. Several. My sister is a Virgo. She's an awesome blossom. I love her. A little anxious though, which I think is common to Virgos. Yeah, they are control freaks. My very best friend is a Virgo. Virgos like feeling like they're in control. Like they don't like when shit is too unpredictable. Which is funny because Virgos and Saggies get along. Saggies and Scorpios are compatible friendship-wise. Geminis were spawned from the 7 rings of hell. Ha! A lot of people voted no, though, Clarissa. A lot of people voted no, too. Just more people voted yes. I think before I started Bees Babe, when I looked, I think like 150 people have voted yes, but like 70 or 80 people have voted no. We're talking about me growing my dreads back. I put a poll on Instagram, should I grow my dreads back? Oh, Virgo is the sister sign to Pisces, Kendrick said. Virgo is the sister sign to Pisces. Virgo is the sister sign of Pisces. Okay, Virgo. My Scorpio aunt threw all my seasoning out because she thought I used her lemon pepper and it was her son. That was my last straw. I moved out in the middle of the night and didn't say shit. Wow. Yeah, somebody asked me if I was going to watch the new Purge movie. Oh, you just retracted it, but I already saw it, Neffy. Somebody asked me if I was going to watch the new Purge movie. I was like, I haven't seen any of them. Somebody was like, well, the leads in this one that's about to come out are all black. So I did watch the trailer recently, so I probably will watch it. You say yes, I should grow it back. Yes, you have to be kind of gentle with Virgos and be reassuring. Oh, Michelle said no. My bestie is a Sag, and we have walked out on plenty of jobs in the past. We just be like, fuck this shit. Yeah. I like your locks, but I like your fro too. Team fro is a look, as the kids say. Oh, that was you, Just Nickel? I was like, I haven't seen any of them. But I did watch the trailer after you said that this one, all the leads were black. So I watched the trailer. I probably will watch it and do a review. It's coming out soon, right? I probably will watch it. My Instagram is exactly the same as my YouTube channel. There's links in the About page, too. I like your hair no matter what. I don't know, I can't choose. I love the Purge because the masks and lots of action. Yeah. I wish I had the Sag spirit to walk out. I had a friend like that. She just stopped coming in. What? This asshole and his friends came down to my turf and they hustled my nephew out of $1,200. Like, they're not even scamming people. They're not even like, they weren't even like nickel and dime scamming people. Like, they're scamming people for thousands of dollars. Like, of course you were going to get, like, in some real trouble at some day. Like, at some point, and have somebody fucking pull out on you. Come on. The Purge movies are such a dope concept, but terrible execution. I've heard that. A lot of people have said that. That they find the concept to be great, but that the movies themselves are not good. This one is how the Purge started and how it was intended to just kill poor folks, especially in poor black neighborhoods. Yeah, I was kind of getting the gist of that from the trailer. They were like implying that the government was like sending government like military soldiers disguised as civilians into poor neighborhoods to kill all the niggas. I was like, well, now that sounds like a motherfucking purge that they would really do. So I'll probably watch it. Only reason I suggested the latest one was because it looks like it would be centered around black people. Yeah. The Purge is such a great representation of capitalism. Yeah. Yeah, I watched Black Mirror. I watched Black Mirror. I've talked about it a bunch of times. The Purge can explore the Purge can explore the origins and limits of human violence. You could really explore a lot of political themes. Election Year is my favorite one. The other two were very well done in my opinion. Maybe it's just me, but I love the whole series. I just got a taste for the aesthetic of it all. I mean, The Purge, like I said, a lot of the people that I know said that they like the concept of it, but that they didn't think the execution was all that. That they thought that the movies weren't that good. But I do know a lot of people that liked it as well. The Purge seems like one of those movie series that you either love it or you hate it. Like you either really fuck with it or you don't fuck with it, like at all. I've literally never seen any of them. I've never seen any of them. So if I do see this one, if I see this one first, and this is supposed to be the first Purge, I might as well watch this one first and then watch the rest of them. I personally think The Purge is redundant at this point. Awkwardly Incredible says she liked them. My favorite Black Mirror episodes. Hi, Dominique. Ow. I'm stretching my back. Ow. My favorite Black Mirror episode. Ow. Megan was flexing them abs this entire movie. Like I said, this was like the era of low-rise jeans. Megan had on the lowest of the low. Abs all out, pelvis all out, everything out, 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 out. My favorite episode of Black Mirror is Be Right Back. That's my favorite episode. Probably my second favorite episode of Black Mirror is probably Metalhead. My third favorite episode is probably Hang the DJ. My favorite season is probably the first season. I'm watching Biker Boys. ISIS was a cute group. It was. They had some bops. Oh, really? They filmed 4 episodes of Black Mirror where I live, like town-wise, and they filmed an episode for the newest season in my town center. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Be Right Back is when her boyfriend dies and she gets the body replacement. Yeah. You're so angry, kid. Please relax. Hi, Pyroblast. Yeah, I think that person was trolling Love More, so I just blocked them. Nosedive, White Bear, Hated in the Nation, and Playtest. Hated in the Nation is probably, so I'd probably say my top 4, my 4 favorite Black Mirror episodes. Yeah, Be Right Back, Heavy Metal. I always say heavy metal. Metalhead, Be Right Back, Metalhead, Hang the DJ, and then Hated in the Nation are probably my favorites. And then the Roach one. What's the Roach one? Where they were like killing people. They had them like killing people. What was the name of that one? This nigga's in draws, chilling at Making Good's apartment. like the first season of Black Mirror, like a lot of the episodes you just named were like good episodes, but I would never have to watch them again. Right. I feel like Black Mirror felt sort of self abusive to watch. Like, I think it's pretty excellent social critique, realistic enough to make you feel sick, right? Like, people always name White Bear. Like, Roderick said, Nosedive, White Bear, Hated in the Nation, and Playtest are like their favorite episodes. People always say White Bear. I never have to watch White Bear ever again. I did not enjoy watching it. Like, I thought it was great in terms of like the writing was good and like sure, like it's a great episode of television or whatever, but I was like genuinely disturbed. So I would not say that it's like one of my favorite episodes, because I would say favorite implies you liked it, you enjoyed it, and you would watch it again. I thought White Bear was like really disturbing. I watched it one time, I never have to watch it again in my life. The same as like the first episode where he like fucks the pig. I never have to watch that shit ever again. Never. Never. I didn't like San Junipero. I thought it was overrated. I like whatever people like enjoyed about it so much, I didn't get. No, not the bees. No, I mean roaches. I said what I meant. I said where I said the one with the roaches where they're they're killing people. The people are called roaches and they're killing them. The bees is Most Hated in the Nation, which I already said is like one of my favorite episodes. I said my 4 favorite episodes are Be Right Back, Metalhead, sorry, Hang the DJ, and sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm watching the movie. And Hated in the Nation. Yeah, I'm talking about the one where the people are called roaches and they kill the people. What was the name of that episode? Right, they would see them as roaches through the eye contacts. They were having them like, they told them that the people were mutants and that they were like roaches, but then it turned out that they're really people, but they have the shit on and they're killing people. Because I felt like that was so real. Now that is one that I felt like was so realistic. That shit could really happen. White Bear was not enjoyable to watch. Right. I don't know. Like, I don't know. People be like, oh my God, White Bear is one of my favorite episodes. I watched that shit over and over. I'd be like, how? You watched that poor black woman getting tortured? She's like screaming at the top of her lungs? Like, I can't watch that. White Bear made me very uncomfortable. You like the aesthetic of it? Oh, of San Junipero from the bright 80s to the early 2000s. I'm not nostalgic, so the pig episode was a lot. Hi, Umi. We were just talking about you. Where were you? San Junipero was just okay. It kind of dragged on. Men Against Fire. That's what it was called. Men Against Fire had the roaches. The roach episode was the war one. The military one with the roaches, I wanted to lay face down in the gutter after that one. And then even like the ending of it, where they showed like the twist, which is that he still had the fucking contacts on. They made him think he was like being discharged when really they thought he like went home to his like wife or girlfriend or whatever, when really they just like dropped him off at an abandoned house. That I was like, whoa, which definitely was meant to be a metaphor for how they just abandoned veterans, how like so many veterans like serve in the army and then they like be homeless on the streets suffering from PTSD and shit because like the government does not look after them. All type like that was a really good episode. But I wasn't like so disturbed after I watched it. I just thought it was really good and interesting. The fucking Hated in the Nation was great. What did I like about Metalhead? I love that it was shot in black and white. I love the action. I love the fucking dog things. It should remind me of Terminator, which is like my movie. You guys know I love Terminator, and you guys know I love Terminator too. Like that was like a really formative movie from my childhood. And Metalhead reminded me the dog thing reminded me of Terminator, just like a killing machine. Like the idea of a killing machine, I think is cool. I mean, not cool like something I'd want to see happen or anything like that, but I think it's like an interesting concept of a killing machine. Like all it does is kill. Like all the dog does is kill. And it's like a machine. It's like a robot. It doesn't rest. It doesn't have any type of political aspirations. It doesn't want money. It doesn't do anything except kill. It's a machine that's programmed to kill. That's it. And the action in Metalhead was great. Boring. That shit was like nonstop action from beginning to end. People getting shot, bitch digging the shit out of her neck, cars getting pushed off cliffs. And I did really like that it was filmed in black and white also. The same folks who can rewatch White Bear would be the same folks buying tickets to that theme park. I agree. I'm still upset about the Roaches one. It wasn't the realist. And the guy from Men Against Fire is the kid from Roots. My man Derek Luke is really bald. The episode where the mom was tracking her kid was kind of gross. Yeah, it was. It was. Hated in the Nation brought together a lot of stuff, like questions about robotics and hacking, social media, mental health. Yeah, I really liked Hated in the Nation a lot. I really liked Hated in the Nation a lot. The last episode of Black Museum was great, but I wouldn't watch it again. Oh my god, I hated the last episode. I thought it was so bad. I thought Black Museum was so bad. I thought all the episodes where they tried to address race were terrible. Hi, Chris. I agree that TV is better than film right now. I can't watch White Bear again, like to see her being tortured over and over. Yeah. And the fact that they like erase her memory so she doesn't even like know. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, thank you. I watched it and I was just like, I took a break. After I watched White Bear, I took a break from Black Mirror for like a month. After I watched, what was another one? After I watched Be Right Back, I was like really creeped out for a while. I like took a break. Even though that's my favorite episode, like I've watched it several times, but it creeped me out just because it was like scary. It was like a ghost story. It was like creepy. The one where Shut Up and Dance, which led to me putting the motherfucking tape over my camera. I had to take a break. Like, mm-mm. You can't watch too much Black Mirror. That shit will like really fuck up your mind state. Why did I think that they were terrible? The ones that addressed race. I thought that they were heavy-handed and they were not handled with the care and nuance that is required to talk about racial issues. Like they tried, like they tried. I think you could tell that they were written by white people. It was like race as viewed by white people. Like racial issues as addressed by white people. Some white people can address racial issues. Like some white people, I guess, have like the depth. I think that like Charlie Brooker, whatever his name is, like the tech, like stick to the tech shit. The race shit, I don't really think he has enough of a grasp on to really address it. And I didn't think that the episodes did a good job of addressing what he was trying to address and saying what he was really trying to say. Hi, Alex. I saw you. But she set a kid on fire and abused her. Yeah, she did, but they fucking erase her memory every time. So she doesn't even have any memory of doing it. And so we think that she deserves to be like tormented for that? I don't think I believe that. If you believe that, that's like your personal thing, but I don't believe that people should be fucking tortured and tormented. I wasn't okay with that. And they erase her memory, so she doesn't even have it. It's not even like she has a memory of doing it. Like she has no memory of doing it. So you're like, I don't know. I mean, and like this is the whole point of the show, right? We're talking about like punishment and like what is appropriate. Is it appropriate to torture somebody every day, punishing them for something that, number one, they don't even remember doing because you erased their memory? Is it appropriate to fucking torture people and torment them? Like, is that even like morally and ethically right? Even if we want to punish them, and they're like selling tickets to people to come watch her be tormented, that's fine. That's fine. We think that's fine because of what she did. I would say just kill her. Like, I'm in favor of the death. I'm not against the death penalty, honestly. I would rather you just kill people than fucking torture them for the rest of their lives. But that's just me. Like, I thought it was like weird. I thought it was weird. Right, Letitia Wright was great. I love Letitia Wright. She can really act. She's a star, like especially to be so young. She's a star. Letitia Wright was amazing in the last episode, despite the shittiness in general. They really need to stop letting white people be the voice speaking on race. Yeah, like just no. Shut Up and Dance made me take a break. Shut Up and Dance was a lot. I've had a tape on my camera for the past 15 years. Also, hi, FBI agent reading this. Yeah. Yeah, same way I can't stand the movie Bright. Right, that was how I also felt about Zootopia. Like, y'all are letting white people fucking talk about race and talk about these issues. They don't even know what they're talking about. They're trying, but they don't know what they're talking about. Black Mirror has that Twilight Zone impact. I mean, it made sense, but I just didn't think that the writing was all that good, and I didn't think that it was nuanced and intelligent and as critical. Like the episodes that are all about the tech shit be like super smart and like super well written, and like I didn't think that the ones that addressed race were like that. Torture is not okay. Torture is not okay. I can't even remember why I started doing it in the first place. I think somebody said something in one of the forums, and I was just like, nah, nope, taped. Playtest messed my head out. Exactly, since her memory is erased, is she even still guilty for this? I can't say if it was my daughter, I'd probably do something worse. I'm just a vengeful bastard. I need to get over that, I guess. I mean, that's like Last House on the Left, right? Which is like an old horror movie that they also remade, where they like kidnap the girl, they like rape her, they like torture her. She gets away, and then she gets away because she's like a swimmer, and they did not change it. And I always like that movie. Like, I always like the original, and I even did like the remake because they didn't change none of the plot. She gets away because she's like a swimmer, like a competitive swimmer, and she like gets away and like swims away, like gets home. It ends up by like a random chance occurrence that the people that like raped and tortured their daughter like ends up at their house, which is the last house on the left, and the parents, specifically the father, they like torture and kill the guys. If you're gonna torture somebody, I do think you should like kill them. Like the fact that he like tortured and killed them, like, okay, you like tortured and raped and abused my daughter, so I'm gonna torture and kill you. If he just like kept them chained up in the basement for like years and years, tormenting them, I think that would have like completely changed the ending of the movie and like changed the tone and like probably changed how I felt about it. But he did kill them. So I feel like if y'all gonna torment the girl and kill her because of what she did as punishment, like just kill her. Like, okay, she tormented and killed the little girl, torment and kill her. We could call it an eye for an eye and move on. But to just like keep her in the house, make her like relive it every day, and you're erasing her memory so she doesn't even have no memory of like what she did. I don't know. But like I said, I'm even in favor of the death penalty. I don't have nothing against killing people. Like, just kill them. Because I know people that are against the death penalty, but they think it's fine to keep people in cages in jail for the rest of their lives, where they're getting raped and abused and all kinds of stuff. But they feel like the death penalty is unethical. I feel like that makes no sense. I don't understand what is the logic. You would rather have people alive being tormented than just kill them? Woo! I didn't love USS Callister. Even though I always want to call it USS McAllister. I always call it that. USS McAllister. Like Kevin McAllister. White Christmas. Like, Black Mirror talks a lot about the issues of like torture and like tormenting people, and is that okay? Like in White Christmas, they have the time thing and they like torment the girl. Oh, she's a digital copy, she's not a real person. It's fine if we put her in thousands of years of virtual torment. Yeah, but if you want to go after someone who personally abused your kid, that's one thing. Making Good really does look good in green also. Like, green is her favorite color in Stomp the Art. But a bunch of randos torturing someone for kicks who is guilty of something is totally different. I'm watching Biker Boys, but we're talking about Black Mirror. But Biker Boys is almost done. I mean, if you're down for it, like I said, that's your prerogative. If you're down for torturing people, that's your prerogative. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. There's some people we can't help. They want to kill and hurt people no matter what, so we should kill them till we figure out how to help them better than torturing them in jail. The death penalty is not perfect. A lot of people got killed when they were innocent. I mean, but that's not the fault of the death penalty. That's the fault of the judicial system. People make that about the death penalty like as if the death penalty is inherently bad because innocent people get killed. No, that's the fault of the judicial system. Why is the judicial system arresting innocent people? Be it that they're putting them in jail or they're killing them with the death penalty. The judicial system shouldn't be locking up innocent people, period. Like, that's not about the death penalty. Like, oh, we'd rather have innocent people rot in jail for 20 years than kill them. I'm sure those innocent people would probably rather be dead, like, than be suffering in jail for some shit that they didn't commit. I know if I got locked up for some shit that I didn't do, I'd be like, please just kill me. Like, just gas me, give me the needle, put me in the chair. Like, I'm not suffering in jail for no 20 years if I'm fucking innocent. I'm killing myself, something. I find that to be weird because people always say that. They be like, well, I'm against the death penalty because innocent people get killed. That means you're against the judicial system. Like, because innocent people also get arrested and locked up, even if they don't get killed. Lisa Bonet is really not aging. She still looks exactly the same as she looked in this movie. I do love her snake tattoo on her hand. I always liked it. No, I didn't like Crocodile because I also felt like Crocodile was another example. I personally felt like this was my interpretation of Crocodile. I felt like Crocodile was another example of the white writers on Black Mirror trying to address race. Like, they have this white lady kill all these fucking, like, people of color or whatever. And I feel like that was, like, done very deliberately to, like, show this, like, white woman as, like, the bad guy. And to, like, talk about, like, racial issues and how, like, white people will do anything, whatever. But it was done in, like, a horrible way. Like, totally not nuanced, not intelligent. Just, I didn't like it. If you get off on torturing people, it's because you're a monster. You don't get a pass because they're not an angel. Right. Like, I somewhat agree with that. Like, kind of like Daredevil. Like, Daredevil likes hurting people. He likes beating people up. Right? That's something he struggles with. He enjoys inflicting pain on people. So he decides to fight crime so that he can, or like Dexter, right? Like, Dexter likes killing people. Like, he's a killer. And I love Dexter. That's like one of my favorite shows. And Dexter's like one of my favorite characters. But Dexter kills people, okay? Like, he doesn't just torture them. He doesn't just lock them up in a house and torture them. He kills people. But like, Dexter wants to kill people. So he kills people by killing criminals. Now, there are points in the show where Dexter has killed people that are innocent. Like, he thought that they were criminals, but they were not criminals. They were innocent. So it's just like, I don't know, like, that's the gray area. Like, that's the gray area of what we're talking about. If you want to inflict pain on people and hurt them, torment them, like, that's why do you want to do that? I like violence just as much as the next person, but I'm just saying. White Christmas scared me, especially the idea you could put your consciousness into an egg, like a mini you who literally is you virtually, and make it a slave to you. Yeah. You think so? You think she looks old? I think she looks good. Throughout watching that episode, I was like, why not admit you ran over the person and just take the punishment rather than lead yourself down a dark path? I think at first she really did think she was going to get away with it. And then she just kept digging that hole, digging that hole, digging that hole. I'm not against the death penalty, and I'm also not against wishing death on people. I don't think the state has a right to condemn people to die. Not with the atrocities that our state and government have enacted on us. I agree the judicial system is the problem. Yes, Daredevil has issues. I love Dexter too, but he's managing his sickness in the most ethical way he can. The code. The law of Harry. There's a code. But that's what I mean too when I say, like, Dexter has to kill people. He doesn't just like torment them for fucking ever. He kills them. But that's also even like, people that fuck with animals and fuck with bugs, they take they pull the wings off the fly and fuck with it because they like inflicting pain. Just kill it. Just kill it. I killed a bug the other day, right? I felt bad because when I went to go flush it down the toilet, in the fucking tissue, the little fucking like I stepped on it. I like smushed it up in the tissue. The little antennas were still moving. I was like, I'm sorry, bug. I'm not trying to like torment you and like prolong your life and like cause you like pain. Like I just like crushed it real quick and flushed it down the toilet. I don't like torturing things. I'm just not with that. But even like the violence, like entertainment that I like watching that's fictional, I hated like Hostel and like the torture porn and shit. I'm not into that. I'm into like the John Wick type shit. Like pow pow pow, I shoot you, you're dead. Like I'm not trying to watch people get tortured. I don't get nothing out of that. It makes me uncomfortable. Yanking people's eyes out and shit. No thank you. No thank you. No, thank you. Just kill me. Season 1 of Black Mirror will always be the GOAT. No matter what they do, progressive and alternatives, it won't capture the same manic energy. It was just a product of a different time. Oh, crazy you all are talking about Black Mirror. I just finished watching the Black Museum episode. I never thought death, torture, and violence could be so intricate. That's why the Joker is my favorite villain. I'm against it. I'm also against torture. It just doesn't sit with me spiritually. Well, it looks like I'm going to start Dexter today. Oh my God, Dexter is so good. Dexter is one of the top 5 best TV shows ever, in my opinion. And it was so good for so long. Like the first 4 or 5 seasons were great. And then it fell off because they got fucking greedy. And they kept the show going even after like all the writers left. And then they like hired new writers that were ass. They were so terrible. Hi, Jada. Hostel was too much. Yeah. I hate torture porn. It sucks that that's what the Saw series became. The first Saw was so good. So good. I don't know what happened with the rest of them. The first Saw is not torture porn. The first Saw is a great thriller. It's a psychological thriller. Like, they turned it into that because the torture porn shit became hot. The first Saw is not torture porn. Like that twist, that's like a great twist that I will never forget. Like I can remember sitting in the movie theater watching the movie. I'm watching the movie. They're in the bathroom. Fucking Danny Glover's in it and fucking Monica Potter. And I'm watching it. And the fucking killer gets up off the fucking floor. I remember being in the bathroom in the theater. He gets up off the floor. I remember being like, he's alive. He's alive. He's alive. He's been in there with them the whole time. He's been in there shocking them the whole time. Oh my God. Get out the bathroom. Like that twist. Top 5. That's like another like top 5 greatest fucking twists like ever. Like the first Saw is a really, really, really fucking good movie. Like, it is a great movie. Like I said, it's a psychological thriller. It's not, because the first Saw isn't even really that gory. It's just about, like, the 2 guys. Number 1, they're trying to figure out, like, why are they in the bathroom? And, like, how do they get out of the bathroom? And then it's like, as like the movie goes on, you figure out like why they're in the bathroom and like how they're related, like related to each other. And then like there's the subplot of like the guy's wife and the kid trying to like figure out what happened, and like fucking Danny Glover, who's like the detective, trying to like figure out what happened. Like it's a thriller. There's like some gore and like some violence, with him having to like saw his like leg off, but that doesn't even happen until the very end of the movie. There's really not that much fucking violence in the first Saw movie. And then there's like the girl that has like the thing on her head, and she has to like cut the dude open while he's still alive to get the fucking key, but she gets the thing off of her head. Like, it's not even that much gore and violence, but people loved the little bit of gore and violence that the first Saw had, because people are into that torture shit. People loved the gore and the violence so much that they made the whole series about that. The first Saw was not about that, though, really. Not really. If you haven't seen the first Saw, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. You have to watch it. Like, that twist at the end was on some Hitchcock shit. Like, that shit really hit me over the head. Like, I didn't have no inkling at all that the dude was alive or that he was the killer. You had no idea. You had literally no idea until he got up. The first Saw was brilliant. Yes, Alex. When he gets up, yes. The first Saw was fucking brilliant. Brilliant. Like, really. I could like vividly remember being in the theater, like literally like gasping, like, people need to face up to the fact that what they like to be entertained by does say something about them. Y'all know bedwetting, fire starting, animal torture, etc. is what is considered the first steps in a serial killer. Yes, I learned that from Criminal Minds and Dexter. Black Mirror is a Netflix show. Jada. The first Saw was cool. I feel bad for enjoying torture porn. I like watching horror movies for that reason. Yeah, we didn't need Saw 7. I don't really like horror scary movies. I can't do it. Horror scary movies. The first 3 Saws I did enjoy. After that, I didn't like them. Never watched Saw. Have to watch it now. I think we all have sick, twisted things that we like. Horror movies just appeal to that one side. No, I agree. I mean, like I said, I like violence. I know that I like violence. I just don't like watching people getting tortured. But it's perfectly fine if somebody could watch a movie like John Wick, which is a movie that I love, and be like, I don't like all this violence of people getting shot in the head and shit like that, getting stabbed and shit. I could totally understand somebody that not being into that. I'm into that. But if John Wick was like strapping people to tables and poking their eyes out, I'd be like, this is not for me. Oh, really? The first Saw was written by the guy that was left in the room screaming at the end. And that ending, like, the dude from fucking Count of Monte Cristo saws his fucking leg off, crawls out while the other dude is fucking screaming. We already saw that the motherfucking key went down the drain, so he can't get out. Jigsaw gets up, reveals that he had the buzzer and was buzzing them niggas the whole time, and says, game over, bitch. Closes the door, and all you hear is the man screaming, It didn't even need to be gory. Like, that in and of itself, like, he left him in there in the dark fucking screaming. Like, I didn't even need any gore. Like, that was enough. I was like, I walked out of the damn movie forever changed. Like, the fucking scene where he's in the fucking closet. He's in the closet with the outfit and the pig shit on. And the kid is like, Mom, there's somebody in my closet. There's a monster in my closet. There's a monster in my closet. And she's like, there's nothing in your closet. There's nothing in your closet. And then he fucking busts out of the closet. And you see that he's really fucking in there. The kid is not tripping. If I ever have kids and my kids say, oh, there's a monster in my closet or under my bed, like, bitch, we're out. Like, we're out of there. Like, I'm going to just assume that my kid is telling me the truth, because why would he lie about that? Like, we're gone. And then Monica Potter comes in, and the big thing is standing over the kid's bed. Listen, the first Saw, listen, if you haven't seen it, please watch it. It will fuck with you. It will fuck with you. It was brilliant. James Wan had a limited budget directing Saw. I prefer stuff like Pan's Labyrinth. Fantastic analysis of the first Saw. That movie was amazing. I never played the Saw video games. I enjoy some of James Wan's movies. If you like torture, you're probably a little bit of a psychopath. Human Centipede is disgusting. Yikes. Oh my god, the Human Centipede was really disgusting. It was really horrifying. I was like really horrified. I thought I was gonna puke at several moments watching that movie. Roger Ebert gave that shit 0 stars. Like, he was like, this movie was disgusting. It was extremely disturbing. I kind of wish I never brought up Human Centipede. Acknowledge that. Make sure you're managing it so you're not a danger to others. Horror is my favorite genre, but I can't take torture porn. Human Centipede is sick. I like horror movies, but I hate gore. I have to watch the first Saw again. I thought the first one was sick. The next 2 were ridiculous to an extreme. You talking about Saw? I didn't see The Conjuring. I have nightmares. Don't talk about Hereditary because I haven't seen it and I want to see it, and a lot of people have been requesting that I review it. So don't start talking about Hereditary. I don't want to see Saw. I'm already scared. I'm a Pisces. I can't handle that shit. I'm more about the revenge type of action. James Wan is directing the Aquaman movie. I'm trying to like skim through these comments because I think I see y'all talking about Hereditary. Don't talk about Hereditary, please. I don't like shit that's too scary. I like thrillers and I like violence. I can't take shit that's like too terrifying because I'll have nightmares. The Conjuring was whack. I didn't like it. Human Centipede was great to me. Imagine if that shit was real. Oh my god. Human Centipede was so horrible. Not horrible as in it was bad, like a bad movie, but I was just like, if I had seen that shit in the theater, I would have walked out. They had it on Netflix for a while, so I watched it on Netflix because my friend wanted to watch it. I was like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. Do you guys know the plot line of the Human Centipede? For those of you that haven't seen it, because it is disgusting. That shit will make you throw up. I'm ill. Even thinking about it now, I'm getting grossed out. The plot was enough for me to run. The plot is horrible. Like, they kidnap the people, and the guy sews them together. Yes, they do. He sews them together, mouth to anus, and makes them crawl around the house like a fucking centipede, human centipede. He feeds the first one, and he feeds the first one fucking food that is laced with laxatives, so he will shit in the mouth of the one that's in the middle. That's how the one that's in the middle gets the fucking nutrients. So then she'll shit in the mouth of the one that's on the back, and that's how the one that's in the back will get their nutrients. It's a wild ass fucking movie. And then he really makes him like crawl around the house because he's like a rich, like eccentric billionaire doctor working on making human fucking centipedes. And he has this big house and he makes them crawl around the house. And then like the one that's in the back gets sick. I think like you're eating fucking shit. The one in the back gets sick, and then the one in the front gets sick, and then they both die. And the one in the middle is trapped in between the two dead bodies. Listen. Yes, just nickel. Didn't the one in the front and the one in the back die? Yes. And then the one in the middle is like stuck. Is like stuck in between them because they're all sewed together. Even though the one in the middle is still alive. Listen. I was like, yo, whoever wrote this movie has some fucking emotional problems. Like, whoever wrote this movie and came up with this fucking concept has some serious emotional fucking, like, disturbances. I'm sorry. Like, I get it. Art and, like, inspiration and, like, explore your art. Like, I'm not saying nothing about your art, but that shit was weird. I'm sorry. That shit was fucking weird. And the one in the middle, like, can't get out and, like, can't get away. Stop, I'm gagging. And I'm just describing it to you. Imagine watching it. Roxanne, no. You couldn't eat meat for a while after watching The Human Centipede? Listen, that shit was disgusting. I was just like, I was really watching like, oh my God. Yeah, and the girl had to be in the middle. Right, one of the girls tried to escape, so that's why he made her be the middle. And I'm not exaggerating. I didn't make anything up. That's exactly what happened in the fucking movie. I think Human Centipede was meant to gross you out. That was the plot. Stop, it's too much. There's literally no nutrients and shit, so they wouldn't have lived long. I mean, he had like doctored it up. He had like doctored up the food and like done shit to it so that, I mean, it was a movie, obviously. So according to whatever he was saying in the movie, like, he had like put nutrients and shit in it so that they would keep living. And it's also implied that he tried doing it like several times before and like was never successful. So he just like literally been kidnapping people and like sewing them together, trying to like perfect it so he could make a human centipede. Disgusting. I did like this part of the movie where they showed that Lawrence Fishburne and Derek Luke both have the vision shit. Ew, I'm never gonna watch that. I've always wanted a pair of leather pants, but they're so expensive. And they have to be the exact right size or else they won't fit. Concept King, that shit was great. Listen, a lot of people like the Human Centipede. Like I said, my friend wanted to watch it, and my friend liked it. I was like, ew, something wrong with you. That movie was sick as fuck. I couldn't finish it. Just kill them already. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. All this tormenting people and shit, just kill them. The man who wrote it thinks he's hot as shit. I never need to see that. I still want to watch it, but ew, that's gross as fuck. It's demented. Wow, thank you for spoiling that for me because I will never see it. So do they all die? No, at the end. So they try to kill they do kill the doctor. They try to kill the doctor. And they do end up killing him. But the one in the front was like, or the one in the back was like already sick. So the one in the back dies. And then I want to say like the one in the front got injured. They really figured out how to work together as like a human centipede though. They attack the doctor, they kill the doctor. But then like the one in the back dies. And then the one in the front I think got like wounded, got like injured when they attacked the doctor. So then the one in the front dies. The one in the middle is like trapped in between them. They're both dead. And she like, and then the doctor's dead also. And she like can't get away. She like can't get out of the house. So what the movie ends with, she's like alive, like looking around, and the one in the front is dead, and the one in the back is dead, and the doctor's dead, and that's just how the movie ends. I swear you gotta be crazy as fuck to think of that. I would not be watching. Thanks, Seren. Thanks, I hate it. I can't believe somebody thought that shit up. Like, everyone who worked on that movie needs therapy. You can actually get nutrients from feces. Somebody said that's not how poo-poo works. Damn, it was gourmet shit. It's just the illnesses or bacteria that the person has that passes it on that can make you sick. Yes, the end of that movie had me shook. Somebody said I gave it 10 stars. I love Jeepers Creepers. Anybody who had anything to do with that film being made needs counseling. Yeah, the police were involved. The police did show up. I think they killed one of the police officers too. I think the doctor like killed one of the police officers. I'm reading the synopsis because I couldn't remember if the police were ever involved, and they were. The doctor was going to replace the guy and the girl in the end with the 2 officers. People have to have better things to dream up. Like, you need to go to the park, get some fresh air, get out of the basement, and stop talking to people on 4chan. I have a great idea for a movie. What if a doctor sewed 3 people together, right? And made them walk around like a human centipede, right? And made them eat each other's shit. Wouldn't that be amazing? I'd be like, you got the laced weed. He got the laced blunt. Whatever he's smoking, throw it away. Feces is just a waste of what our body doesn't use. When someone first explained human centipede, I felt ill for the rest of the day. My stomach can't take any more of this. Not your soul. I couldn't bring myself to watch it, so I read the plot on Wikipedia. I'll never watch it. And then they made a sequel. The human centipede description is not helping my hangover. The sequel is what I was talking about earlier. They're even more insane. The second one has 20 people. 20 people sewed together? Are you kidding? Are you joking? Are you serious? Wow. Last one is with prisoner. Wow. Wow. Somebody should have been like, Bradley, you need a doctor, not a film crew. 20 people, shit is super insane. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. I see some of you saying the second one is good, that it was better than the first one. I'm going to go ahead and take your word for it because I'm not watching that nasty shit. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching that nasty shit. He smoked 3 lace blunts. Somebody should have been like, Bradley, you need a doctor, not a film crew. I think they all die in the second one, and it's way worse. Ew. I didn't see the second one. I knew they made one, but I never saw it. Throw the whole screenwriter away. I'll watch it when I go vegan. Like, I could like vividly remember the scene in the first one. When the first one starts like shitting. Because the one that's in the front is like trying so hard like not to shit. Because he feels so bad about like shitting in the girl's mouth. And the doctor's like, I put laxatives in the food. Like, don't try to, like on some, don't try to fight it because I put laxatives in the food. And he like sewed her mouth, like her mouth is open, like literally like sewed like mouth to anus. And the guy feels so bad because he's like shitting in her mouth. Yes, the Japanese dude, he's like shitting, and they show it. They show it. Like they show him shitting in her mouth, and he's like crying. I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Who wrote this? It was really horrible. It was like really horrible. Don't watch it. The Last House on the Left is really good, Justin. It made me a little sick. I saw teeth, yeah. I saw teeth. Where she has the teeth in her vagina. I've never seen Last House on the Left, but I'm watching it after this is over. I swear that's white folks' epigenetics, sorry. Their ancestors used to do that shit freely in real life, and that sick shit manifests in their media. Teeth was good. I'd be so proud to make a movie that grosses out every single person who watches it. Roger Ebert said that in his review where he gave it 0 stars. He was like, this isn't a movie that's trying to like necessarily be a good movie. This is like a movie that's trying to like gross you out. It's trying to like make you sick and disturbed. That's obviously like the whole point of the movie. He was like, so I'm not even gonna rate it on like a star scale in terms of like the plot and the acting and this. He was like, that's obviously not the point of this movie. The point of the movie is just to fuck with you and gross you out. I put laxatives in the food by, yo, I swear that's how it goes. The description has me over here hurling. The doctor was like, yes, keep pooping. Yes, he was. He was. Oh my God. The Human Centipede is still on Netflix? Bro. Nah. No. It's still on Netflix. I need to eat before I even attempt to catch a glimpse. Mystery L, if you watch that movie, when we do Beast Bake next week, you're going to have to tell us what you thought of it. The writer needs help. I'm going to go throw up my lunch now, if you will excuse me. Last House on the Left is pretty gory and fucked up, but the revenge at the end makes it all the more sweeter. Yeah, in the original Last House on the Left, as well as in the remake, there is a very like brutal, explicit rape scene. Just like so you know. Okay, I'm not sure if I want to see it. LOL, what? How didn't they die from choking? The doctor makes them swallow it. I can't remember how. Like, the first time that they do it, the doctor's, like, there. Like, to make sure they don't die or get sick or choke or anything like that. What's the joy in making people sick? Teeth is about the girl that has teeth in her vagina. Yes, keep pooping. Stop, I'm crying. Yeah, I saw Funny Games with Naomi Watts. It was weird. Google says the second film had 12 people. It was done by a fictional fan of the first film who was abused sexually by his father and psychiatrist. He wasn't a doctor and used a staple gun. That was the plot. I'm definitely not watching that. If you want to make people sick, though, maybe they should feel sick about current atrocities, not some white boy fantasy. I'm honestly so afraid to watch it. Don't watch it. You should only watch it if you're, like, really drunk and high and won't remember it. I watched it sober. I would not do it again. Yeah, the rape scene in The Last House on the Left is like really, 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 really explicit. So heads up, yeah, heads up. I mean, Umi, I don't think that they mean that there is such a thing as a rape scene that's pleasant to watch. It's just the rape scene in Last House on the Left is really bad. But they do it that way on purpose. Like, it's like, number one, they like gang rape her, and it's just like really, 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 really violent and like brutal and explicit. But then she like gets away and she like gets into the water and she swims home, and it's meant to be that like that's why her fucking parents go so ham on the dudes when the dudes like, because then the dudes end up at their house like looking for help. They need help and they end up at their house, and the girl is like, those are the fucking dudes that attacked me. And it's supposed to be that they attacked her so brutally that like that's why the parents like go so ham on the guys and like torture the guys and kill them in the basement of The Last House on the Left. Which one do I think is better? I think the original one is better, but The 2009 one is really, really, really good. Like, it's really good. A lot of the like times, you know, the sequels and the reboots and the remakes be shitty, but it's really good. It's like really good. Somebody said, "What's the movie where the white kids go to a cabin and read a book that releases demons and it rains blood?" You're probably thinking of Cabin in the Woods, but Cabin in the Woods is hard to explain. Cabin in the Woods used to be on Netflix too. I really like that movie also. Somebody said it's trauma porn. Rape scenes are badly done if they make the scene so that it's arousing or that it portrays the victim as an object or a plot point. That's like there's a rape scene in the movie Blindness with Julianne Moore. I like that movie, but I can't watch it because like the rape scene is like extremely explicit. It's like extremely graphic. And I also feel like it's totally unnecessary. Like they didn't have to have a rape scene. They just decided to throw one in there. Now, Blindness is based off a book, so maybe the rape scene is in the book. I don't know. But the way that it was done in the movie was horrible. Yeah, Incredibles 2 spoilers review is going to come. I'm just waiting for people. Like, I saw that movie Thursday night when technically it didn't even come out until Friday. I saw it like Thursday night at midnight because my friend works at the movie theater. It took like a big group of people to go see it for free at midnight. I was like, but I can't do a spoiler review already when the movie just came out. Like, that's not fair. So I'm going to do one, Umi. Rape scenes is where I draw the line. I can't stomach those. Yeah. That's why I said, like, I like The Last House on the Left and it's a good movie, but yeah, like, no, you should know going into it that there is a horrible fucking rape scene in it. Or like, you know, I don't want to say good, but well done. Like, you know what's another movie that I think that had like a well done rape scene, and then I'm gonna go also. I see you leaving Velma. I'm gonna go soon too. Yes, I did answer. I said I saw Funny Games. I saw it with Naomi Watts. Yes. A movie that I thought that actually had a well done rape scene was The Hills Have Eyes remake. The Hills Have Eyes remake was also really good. Oh, and The Hills Have Eyes also had Naomi Watts, didn't it? She was in The Hills Have Eyes, wasn't she? The scene where like one of the mutants like goes in the camper and like rapes the girl. They don't really show anything. They don't really show anything of him raping her. The only part that they really show, Funny Games is a remake, yeah. The only part that they really show is that the girl that he rapes has like recently had a baby, and they show him like suckling her on her boobs and like stealing her milk, which we also know that's like a huge thing that happened during like slavery time. So maybe that's also why that like resonated with me. They like showed that part. They don't show him like brutally like raping her. They don't show anything. It's insinuated that he's raping her. You know he's raping her, but they do show the part where he like is like stealing her milk away from her. We don't need to see him like graphically violently raping her. Like that's the only part we need to see, and we really like get the feel of like, wow, he's like really fucking violating her. You know what I'm saying? But people really use that shit as also like torture porn. Like, yeah, we gonna like in the rape scene in Blindness is horrible because he's raping the fucking girl and he's like beating the shit out of her. He like beats this woman to death. I'm like, what was the point of that scene? It served no purpose. It served no purpose in the plot. It was just a horrible thing for us to watch. Thank you so much. Like, thanks. I appreciate that. Like, I can't do it. Blindness is a really good movie, but that scene is horrible. They should be just like the scene in the players club. That shit pissed me off, but I don't need to see it just enough that it's understood. Right, exactly. You're talking about Descent, Justin. Descent. That's a good movie. There was a movie with Rosario Dawson where she was raped and then she had a guy rape her rapist. That was Descent. A movie called Descent. And then she felt so bad at the end, actually. Like, she got raped. She got date raped. And she spent, like, the whole movie, like, plotting how she was gonna, like, get the guy back that did it. And then she got the guy back that did it, and she felt so bad. I did not see Mother. It was called Descent. It was called Descent. The Descent is the movie with the fucking women where they go splunking in the cave and they get lost and the fucking creatures live down there and the creatures kill them all. The Descent is a really, really good horror movie. Since we were just talking about horror movies, The Descent is a good movie. It's like really good. It's like really, really good. It's kind of underrated, to be honest with you. Yeah. No, I don't think she did. I don't think she did love more. I don't think she did. I don't think she did. I mean, but they do leave that up to interpretation, but I don't think she did. I don't think she really did live. I think they all died. Because at the end, at the very end of The Descent, they show that she's still in the tunnel and she's like looking at the light. She's like looking at the flare gun and she thinks that it's the birthday cake. And then they show the picture. I know there was a part 2. I didn't see part 2 because I felt like the first one implied that they all died. So I was like, I don't, because they show that she's still in there. She didn't get out. She can't get out. Yeah, I think there was an alternative version too. Yeah, I think there was. And then they showed the picture of all the women, which I felt like it was implied that they all died. I didn't see part 2 at all. These movies are just using brutalization as a spice. Right, that was what I was just saying, how I felt about the scene in Blindness. I was like, why do we have to just watch him beat her to death as he was raping her? What, like, and he's really like beating this woman to death. It's horrible. Like, it's horrible to watch. And even after she dies, she's not moving anymore and he's like still doing it. I was like really disturbed. I like The Quiet Place. I saw it. I didn't see Mother. Mother seemed like another one of those movies that you either love it or you like really hate it. You don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with Jennifer Lawrence. So I'd probably be team fuck this movie and fuck this bitch. I didn't see Ocean's 8. Yeah, I think there was, like I said, I think there might have been an alternative ending to The Descent. Because before they show her that she's still in the cave, they show like as if she got out. Like as if she got out and she got to the truck and she got away. But then it shows her dead friend in the truck as she like screams. And then it shows that she's still in the cave, that she's like lost her mind. And then when they zoom out, they show that she's like still deep underground, like she's nowhere near the surface. But I think there was an alternative version where she really did get out. Every time someone mentions The Handmaid's Tale, I think of The Handmaiden. I do too. And every time I try to look up The Handmaiden, fucking Handmaid's Tale always pops up. The Handmaiden is my movie. I didn't watch part 2, but I think it picks up back in the cave and someone gets her out. Yeah, The Handmaiden is good. It's a Korean movie by Park Chan-wook. It's about this Korean girl and this Japanese girl that fall in love. That is a very simple description of everything that happens in The Handmaiden. You should watch The Handmaiden. Everyone should watch The Handmaiden. The Handmaiden is a really good movie. So, The Handmaiden was my favorite movie of 2016. Like, easily. It was easily my favorite. I still think about The Handmaiden. Somebody just asked me the other day what was the last movie that I really loved. And the first movie that came to mind was The Handmaiden. I was like, I really loved The Handmaiden. I was like, but I was like, damn, that was all the way in 2016. I was like, I haven't loved a movie since then. But then I was like, I also really did love The Shape of Water, which came out last year. But that's it. Like, I loved The Shape of Water, and I loved The Handmaiden. That's it, though. Like, The Handmaiden was amazing. Yes, it is, but I only have 200 characters. No, that was like a nice, good, simple, like, yes, it's about a Japanese girl and a Korean girl that fall in love. That's what it's about. The story of how they fall in love, of how we get to from point A to point B. You just have to watch it. You just have to watch it. I never saw it. I never saw Death Cure. I kept meaning to see it, but I missed it. It wasn't out there. It wasn't out very long. I'm gonna catch it though. I'm gonna catch it. The Shape of Water is good. Yeah, you should watch The Handmaiden. It's good. Is it dubbed or does it have subtitles? The Handmaiden has subtitles. Because The Handmaiden is in Japanese and Korean. The Handmaiden is in Japanese and Korean, which is a part of the plot. The fact that it's in Japanese and Korean. So I think like the Japanese with subtitles. So I think the Japanese subtitles are like in yellow and the Korean ones are in white. Because like tensions between Japanese people and Korean people is like a part of the plot. So when people are speaking in Korean versus when they're speaking in Japanese, they like want you to know like the distinction. So the subtitle is subtitled, it's not dubbed. And the subtitles are in different colors. It's like the plot of The Handmaiden. The plot will have your head spinning. Like, it's really, really good. It's great. It's a great movie. So, I'm almost to the end of... My movie went off, so I'm going to end soon. It already came out. It came out, Bailey. It came out. The Shape of Water was beautiful. I haven't seen a good movie in a bit. Yeah. Train to Busan is really good. I feel like foreign horror movies are better. I've had the Shape of Water DVD for like 3 months. I have not watched it. I need to get on it. Oh, it's so good. It's just like a really beautiful movie. No, Korean. A Japanese girl and a Korean girl. Yeah, Japan committed a lot of war crimes against Koreans, especially women. Yeah, like those tensions are a major part of the plot. The Handmaiden was set in an all-girls boarding school. No. I don't want to tell you too much of the plot. It's not set in a girls' boarding school. No. It's not set in a girls' boarding school. It takes place during the era when Japan was like invading Korea. I love the music in Shape of Water. Train to Busan had me sobbing. Seren got me over here writing down all these movies to watch. Japanese horror movies are better than American. Yeah, that's true. I think we can all agree on that. No one spoil The Shape of Water, please. Yeah, you're probably thinking of a different movie. That's not the plot of The Handmaiden. I've never seen Train to Busan, So I'm going to add that to the list. All right. But I think next week we're watching Bring It On. Next week we're watching Bring It On. So, but yeah, The Handmaiden. Might as well end it on that note. Everybody should watch The Handmaiden, and everybody should also watch The Shape of Water, because those were the last two movies that I really loved. Like I said, somebody had asked me the other day, like, what was the last movie that I like loved, and my first thought was The Handmaiden, and then The Shape of Water. So you guys should definitely watch them. And yes, next week is Bring It On, which, yeah, I think Bring It On is on Netflix. The first one. Bring It On. The first one. I mean, I think the rest of them are called Bring It On, but they're called like Bring It On, All or Nothing, Bring It On, this and that. We're watching the original one. The Handmaiden is on Netflix? Since when? I will look that shit up right now on my Netflix app. I will put it on as soon as I fucking end this live stream. Let me look. If you're lying, I'm gonna be mad. Let me see. Handmaiden. The Handmaiden is not on Netflix. Do you live in oh, it's on Netflix UK. I was just about to say, do you live in Europe? Yeah, it must be on Netflix UK, because it is not on my Netflix. Bring It On Part 1 is the only one that matters, yes, including the Solange one. I mean, I find it kind of weird. I mean, Bring It On was the only one that was released in theaters, so it's kind of funny to me when people say, like, which one are we watching? I mean, we're watching the only one that's, like, a real movie. The rest of them were, like, straight to DVD. Oh, did you? Oh, it's not on there anymore. I just looked on my phone. They probably just took it off. I watched it there. Nah, it's not on there anymore. I just looked. The Handmaiden is not on there. I wish it was. But anyways. All right. So Bring It On next week, which definitely is on Netflix. Don't watch The Human Centipede. Do watch The Handmaiden and The Shape of Water. And I'll see you guys next week. It was fun as always. Bye. Yeah, well, you'll have to bootleg it because it's not on Netflix. So, oh, if Train to Busan is on Netflix, then I'll watch that. All right. Bye, guys.